We're back for episode 42 of the Quarantine Cast here on Beyond the Brick, and I have Brian Saviano with me once again. We'll be doing some more building and chatting, and hopefully have some other people stop by here later in the stream to join us as well. We'll see what happens. Now I have got, if we can pull up the build cam real quick, an exciting Lego house set here that I'll be working on. So this is the recently announced brick molding machine. And so I'm going to crack this open right now. But Brian also has a recently announced new set there already built, right?
I do. I have the hotness on deck. You may have seen my review already on Beyond the Brick. And I have the Pooh power. Over here, Winnie the Pooh has arrived to the studio, to the office, wherever. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's a beautiful looking set. I'll show you the minifigures a little more up close, but this is the first quarantine cast where I can actually talk about it. So it's very exciting. And check out the review on the channel if you haven't seen that already.
That's right. So he's got the in-depth review. So what were your overall thoughts with it then?
Well, the main comparison I had was to Sesame Street because they are both childhood kind of classics, if you will. And here, let me see if this works. Ooh, it does work. Wow, look at that professionalism right there. Wait.
Wow, professionalism. So rare on this stream.
Yeah, it's so crazy. But yeah, I compared it a little bit to that. Now, it retails for $100 in the United States, and obviously different prices across the board. But you know, you're looking at around that price point, and it's 1,200 pieces, 1,265 pieces to be precise. I don't know why I memorized the amount of pieces in this set more specifically than most of the other sets I review, but it's very nice. A lot of the pieces are smaller detailed pieces for the leaves at the very top, and it really does the set an injustice if you don't have it be kind of cracked open, which is what I said in the review as well, where if you don't have, I'll show the full house in a second here. But if you don't have the house open in the back, it definitely looks substantially smaller. But at least as it is, when you have it opened, it looks like a pretty substantial set. And if you're a fan of Winnie the Pooh, you're probably going to want to get it. And it's another one of those very high quality Lego idea sets that has, this time, custom molded parts, which, you know, people kept saying, Brian, this is not going to happen. We're not getting custom molded pieces. Lego lied, ladies and gentlemen. They're big fat liars because clearly it's right here. It was
heard it here first, folks. Big fat liars.
It was in Sesame Street. It's in here, and why wouldn't it happen in the future? So there's Tigger there, and it comes with all the minifigures I just showed you right there. And yeah, so I'll show you what I mean by the house. So you can see like this. It looks pretty, you know, like it takes up a lot of space. But then when you close it all up and you just see the tree from that angle right there, this doesn't look like $100 set right here to me. Now, this looks a little bit more so like $100 display piece, especially when you have the minifigures on display. So the inside looks like this. As you can see, it's very nice.
It looks very detailed in there.
Very detailed, very storybook-like. I got like a storybook / medieval vibe for some reason. I don't know if it's the colors or just the way that it was designed. It looks very nice. And the tree is the most ornate Lego tree I've ever seen built ever. All the different colors and style go into making it. It's beautiful. I love the use of the coral pieces for the leaves instead of the traditional leaf pieces we've seen 10,000 times over in Lego idea sets and whatnot. There are some stickers as well as printed pieces. The Mr. Sanders is printed, but the doorknob / what's it called? Doorbell, whatever, is a sticker. A lot of the interior pieces in here are, well, let me get this right, are stickers as well. So good combination of both. I like the set a lot. If you like Winnie the Pooh, if you like Disney, you're going to get it. If you're not, then you're not. You know, there wasn't like a building experience here that I thought only could be made in this set, but it's still very nice nonetheless. So that comes out on April 1st, $100 US, 1,265 pieces. It'll probably sell just as well as Sesame Street, if not a little bit better, because of Disney and Winnie the Pooh in general. These minifigures are awesome. They are very, very, very nice. So there you go.
I saw one little Easter egg was the fan designer hit the initials of his kids, I think, are in the B pieces. Did you see that?
I didn't see the initials. I thought this just represented the two B's were his children.
No. So it's like the first letter of each of their names is the pattern created by the little dotted line there.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I saw it was like an Instagram post or something from the fan designer.
That's very nice. Yeah, he's a very nice gentleman. I saw that I did the review on Beyond the Brick and he commented. We had a little exchange on Twitter. It's very nice. Very glad. You could tell he was very excited by this, making this happen, and he could share with his family. So big shout outs to Ben for, getting it made. And even though he made the brick built figures for, Tigger and all that, I'm sure he doesn't mind them being minifigures instead. So he did an overall great job with it. So nothing but praise from me, at least.
Is he, do you know what country he's from?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. It's so funny. It's always been interesting to me how few Americans have ideas projects that are 10,000. Just kind of like the people I reach out to for the weekly ideas spotlight streams. Very rarely do we have an American on the stream. It's like predominantly people outside the U.S. that I think put projects on there and just have like a lot of the most successful projects, which has always been interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I had any thought or opinion or otherwise. I have no idea.
There's a question here in chat. Was there something about the spelling in the set?
Did they fix the acre to acre? Okay, so admittedly, I did not watch a lot of Winnie the Pooh before reviewing this, so I wish I had a bit more insight on what should be accurate or not. The acre is spelled A-C-R-E. I'm assuming it should be A-K-R-E. I don't know, but but yeah, 100 Acre Wood is how it's supposed to be spelled, English language American. So let me see, 100 Acre Wood. And that was another thing that I said in my review. I don't like the name of this set at all. It's just called Winnie the Pooh. To me, it kind of feels like they were just making it so one Winnie the Pooh set being made by calling it Winnie the Pooh instead of calling it the 100 Acre Wood. Not that they could come out with more sets. I don't think they need to. But why, keep it, I don't know, not shoehorned, but no room for something else to be made. I don't know.
Right. The Winnie the Pooh cinematic universe. They really cut that off at the root.
In the book, it was acre. So, Megan, was it on the sign it said acre? Because I have the sign over here. Give me a second here. I can grab it.
This is an in-depth analysis of every aspect of the set.
It was right behind me. It wasn't over on that table. It was right behind me. It says A-C-R-E. A-C-R-E.
Oh, boy.
So there's your controversy, ladies and gentlemen. Reach out on Facebook and complain to the social media person. Uh-oh.
Definitely make this a really big deal because this is a very important thing to get upset about, folks.
Yep. We got bigger fish to fry, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all.
So there's no Christopher Robin, right? That was surprising to me.
Yes, there's no Christopher Robin, but there's clearly need/demand or whatever for Disney minifigure series 3, which that would be perfect for that. So
Winnie the Pooh is a Disney property? I guess I don't know if I realized that. I guess I've never necessarily associated the two in my head.
Yeah.
But I also don't know a lot about Disney. So.
Okay. All right. There's an entire Winnie the Pooh ride in Disney. So you go through the 100 Acre Wood on a honey pot.
Oh man, I'll have to do that someday.
Yes, you will. It's a big Disney thing, and so there's a couple characters missing. There's an owl, there's a kangaroo, and then there's Christopher Robin, which Christopher Robin could be included with the book again or something. I don't know. But to me, this seems pretty succinct. They got everything. It's not like Sesame Street where there's very clearly like half the cast is missing, kind of. So yeah. David on Facebook says acre is the correct term for this. Okay. In the book, right? Does it say AKR, AKCR? Blah, 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 I can't even say it right. AKRE, or does it say acre like this? Like, although this is correct English, is this correct to the book and what this sign looks like in the book? Let me know. There's Dan. G'day. Good morning.
Oh my god!
No. We can be hair brothers.
Each other.
We can be hair brothers. There we go.
Just dragged myself out of bed and come downstairs. Oh, could have done something with my hair first.
That's fine.
Good morning, lads. How are you?
You really just woke up, man.
I have actually just taken my son to the train station and grabbed coffee on the way back.
You just kind of abandoned him there and then decided to go live stream?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so on the 1926 original book, on the map, it is acre. Now, Chaser the Guy is a published author, so I trust this Megan running the account here. Trust her opinion more than anyone else's. Okay, she knows books. She knows knowledge, tremendous amounts of knowledge. The 1926 book says acre. Okay, so
does she have like an original first print from 1926 sitting next to her?
Yes, she went back in time, got herself the original book, and now she has it right in front of her. So I think why isn't that maybe they didn't want to put acre. The only reason off the top of my head I could think is because they wouldn't want kids who, well, this is an 18 plus set, but they wouldn't want kids who are building it to misspell acre. And they're like, oh, we'll just make it the correct spelling, but also they want to make it authentic. I don't know. Maybe they'll correct it.
I don't know a lot about Winnie the Pooh, but I do remember one fun factoid, and that's that the original creator illustrator was a World War I veteran, and he actually did a series of really amazing like battle sketches from his time and like while he was serving in the First World War. This was before he created Winnie the Pooh. And those sketches still exist today, and they're very impressive. Obviously, he was a very talented illustrator, but it's interesting to see that depiction of the war from someone who went on to have a very different career.
Right. You know what? Probably just to put a capstone on this acre controversy before this gets clipped out and shared on social media with all the people who are mad on Twitter. They probably had to talk to Disney about this. Because any of these prints and anything, every single thing goes by Disney, right? Before they finalize anything. So like Disney probably would have noticed because they love I was going to say they love Harry Potter. They love Winnie the Pooh. they love Winnie the Pooh. And they very clearly would have been like, hey, you spelled acre wrong from the book, but like honey is spelled HUNNY on the honey pot. So maybe my theory is just a load of garbage. And one of the ends is backwards. So maybe they just did mess it up. Hey, Lego, fix this. Come on, get the acre correct. Whatever. Done. Apparently in the film, it's spelled with a K. All right. Well, we've come to the decision that Lego's in the wrong.
Once again,
man. They got it all wrong.
Looks like Josh is building the molding machine. Oh,
that's correct.
It's right there on the build cam.
There we go. The Lego house set.
Just right there on the molding. I'll wake up eventually. I promise.
These streams are early for you. We appreciate you making the effort.
Oh man, that's all good. How are you finding that so far? I saw April B build that on her stream a couple of weeks or last week. It looks really cool. I actually really like the look of the set, and definitely one that I'm going to try and get my hands on at some stage.
I'm only on bag 1, so it's very early in the process. I like the green color though. That's my favorite part so far.
Yeah, there's some nice stuff in there. I had a look. I think those green are they 1x6s? I think they're only available in 3 sets from around 2013. I think I looked.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll part it out right now.
And there's some new recolored stuff coming later on for you too, which I won't spoil.
Shout out to Marcus Rollbuehler, who designed this. He also did the Ninjago Garden set this year. He's on a roll this year. Awesome designer.
Yeah. Justin in the chat right here says like, all you got, I was outside with my puppy. And I bring that comment up only because I want to be outside right now because it's like 55 degrees and it's beautiful outside.
We can do a shorter stream today, Brian.
No, it's fine. No. I am here for the craft. I'm here for the content. I'm here for, being a part of this live stream. Most importantly, I'm here for Esh Daddy, who has the 1999 super chat. LME Toys, building your Brian. One brick at a time. Thank you, Daddy, for being here and inadvertently sponsoring these live streams almost every single Tuesday. Hello. Hope you're well.
Is LME Toys their own company or something?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Is this just like inadvertently sponsoring the stream while self-advertising as well?
Think so. Yes.
It seems like a pretty good bang for buck anyway, right?
Yeah. I get my Chipotle. I don't care what he does.
There you go. Yeah, everybody wins out in the end in these streams.
Yeah, for sure.
Brian, you should be like me and Timmy. We got up and already played 2 hours of pickleball this morning with the nice weather before the stream started.
We all can't be as amazing as you, Joshua. We all can't be.
You got to get outside when you have the chance.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask now. This is the second time this week that I've heard pickleball. Please explain. What is pickleball? I'm intrigued.
Are you on Facebook, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, I should friend you because we post videos and photos of us playing. So I need to do that. But that's anyway. It is it's like a smaller version of tennis and like a larger version of ping pong. That's how most people describe it. So very similar to tennis in a lot of ways. Just smaller court basically. It's played with a wiffle ball and like paddles, sort of more like ping pong.
Okay.
But it's super fun. We have just like different groups of people we play with for fun around here, and then we do different tournaments in the area as well. It's like exploded in popularity in the last 2 to 3 years here in the US. I think it's very slowly catching on outside the US, but mostly in the US at this point. It's gotten very, very popular. And then especially during, I think, lockdown, during quarantine, people started playing a lot. We actually are fortunate to have a concrete driveway that's big enough that we painted a court on our driveway because the court's small enough that we could do that. So we were able to just play in our backyard like all last summer, and that was our activity.
Nice. That sounds good.
Joshua, I need you to make sure you follow the advice of Stuart Harris over on Facebook. Follow those instructions carefully, Joshua.
Yeah,
you're talking.
Last time I built a Lego house set on stream, Stuart was watching and had to like correct where I was putting the pieces down.
You're talking a lot about your pickleball victories and flaunting for the audience here. Make sure you focus up. All right.
Thank you for that. I need that reminder. I'm not good at representing the Lego house sets well when Stuart's on the stream.
At all. No. Although you're the only one of the three of us that's been there, you are not holding your title.
I think with the amount of time I've spent there with Stuart, I would be able to do better.
Yes, you would think so.
Oh, I'm such a disappointment. I know.
Yes. What's not a disappointment is Esh Daddy. He said yes earlier, so I'm assuming that was in reference to if he has his own like shop or something. So Esh Daddy, I want to offload a lot of Lego. You want to hit me up? I got a lot of stuff that.
Oh, I forgot about that, Brian. Yeah, you haven't been pushing your sales. Have those started?
Yes. No. I'm pushing my sales agenda. Who wants to buy my stuff? No, I've been like going through my collection of stuff, not like offloading everything, but a lot of stuff that I've accumulated over the years that is obviously not stuff from Lego that they've sent me because I can't sell that stuff and I won't sell that stuff. But things that I bought that I'm like, you know what? Now that like Harry Potter is here and I really enjoy those sets, I enjoy Mario. Other things have gone a little bit higher on the importance list. So the things that are lower on the importance list, I'm like, let me find people that actually, want to get this stuff and buy it off of me. So I've gotten, I had like the Avengers Helicarrier that Demur in the chat has actually acquired from me. That is no longer in my possession. Lots of other little things as well. I have a lot of sets still to go through. I have a lot of minifigures. I just have a lot of stuff.
You have any old Western sets I can buy?
No, absolutely not. So this is not a great purge. So well, it's not. It's like a low key purge. So like I have. Okay, so if you look at like what's back here right now, right? What do we got? The NES. You'll have to pry that from my corpse. Absolutely not. I have like Piplup over here, Banjo, Mario. You have to pry them from my corpse. Absolutely not. Like these are Orient Expedition. I'm not getting rid of those. So like a lot of things like I'm not getting rid of everything, but like a lot of stuff I'm just like, yeah. So I still have some stuff. If anyone, I don't know, just reach out, you know, just we'll see. Dan got a BB-8 off of me, so you know, worked out pretty well.
Well, though it is still sitting stateside for who knows how long.
Yes, until April sends out whatever.
It'll end up out here eventually.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff like that I still have to go through. But yeah. What Harry Potter sets, Justin? Literally everything. I think I have literally everything.
Do you really? Wow.
I think so. And like now that I've kind of figured out where Mario ranks in my mind, like Mario, I'm collecting one of everything open and one of everything sealed because I'm diehard.
Really? No way. Don't tell me that.
Yes. So I'm prioritizing that. Everything else, we're falling by the wayside. All right. So, you know, if you're genuinely interested, I'll trade you a Hero Factory set for Thought. Can we ban Milan, please? No, but yeah, I still got stuff to go through, but yeah. April is apparently in the process of fully disassembling BB-8 for shipping. BB-8 for shipping. Oh. There you go. But yeah, that's still a thing. Not that I'm trying to pawn off all my stuff here, but you know, that is
whatever you can do. You know, there's no reason to have an audience if you can't try to sell them stuff, right?
Yes, that is exactly what all of this is for. It's not to entertain you; it's just to get you to buy things. Clearly.
Dan, this is a good time to mention like merch or anything you might have.
No, I'm pretty low key on the merch stuff, to be fair.
What, you don't have like, I don't know, like beanie caps with your logo on it for sale or something?
No, I do have some t-shirts and bricks and a little kiwi, but I don't push them hard, and I need to relook at some of that stuff because most of it's the old, or the t-shirts particularly are all the old logo stuff. I haven't even looked at it since I rebranded. So one day it'll
solid rebrand and refresh does wonders, man.
Yeah, well, look, I don't know if you've heard the rebranding story or not, but
no,
I don't think we have. So feel free to share.
Okay. Oh, wow, big screen for the rebrand. Wow.
this is your moment.
Well, okay. So when I first started streaming, I did just real basic stuff, and then I did do some branding, and it was all very gamey, grungy looking. And you know, it was okay, but that's sort of that was more reflective of my mental health state at the time. It was, you know, it was browns and orange and rusty and grungy and I don't know. End of last year, I think with the improvement in my mental state, I wanted something more Lego-y, but not like over the top Lego-y. So I decided we mucked around a little bit and we settled on the classic yellow and blue from the box in the 80s, which is when I grew up with Lego. And then to try and get something in between the bricks, like we settled on an old school brick separator, and then we just played around with it from there. So, and I feel like that's a bit cleaner. It's a little bit more representative of the brand in general. There's a little bit of underlying tone there of classic older Lego, which suits me because I'm a bit older than your average Lego user. So it was a lot of fun to work on. April helped a lot.
We've
she
got
did all my overlays. Yeah,
those are emotes.
Yeah,
oh, that's right. I always forget that.
So yeah, I did the logo work, and April did all of the overlay work, and it was a lot of good fun.
Nuts.
Yeah, designing, branding, and logos and stuff, I've always enjoyed the process of, even for like all of my stuff, and just seeing what people come up with. Like, there's so much thought that goes into designing everything and having bits of symbolism for this thing or that thing, and what each of the different colors mean for these colors, and in this form, in that fashion. It's a whole psychology to it. It's super, super interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you say there with the symbolism, I think the symbolism is important, even if it's only important to you. You know, if that's something that symbolizes where you've come from, or part of your journey, part of your story, something that you relate to. And you can guarantee that there's going to be other people out there that'll pick up on the symbolism, whether it's by default or, you know, whether it's subtle. And, you know, I've had a few people, especially our AFOLs, that have said, oh, yeah, you know, I really like the new color scheme. And I had one person actually that said, oh, I really love the new color scheme. It looks really familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Just go back and look at some Lego town sets from the 1980s. And oh, yeah. And it's just like that. It's like, it's there. It's in your mind, but you can't quite put your finger on it. So
Right.
That symbolism is
cool.
why I've always loved what Kevin Hinkle did with designing our logo all those years ago when we rebranded, because he's got the arrow, so it's like going beyond, but then it also looks like the YouTube play button.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone ever picks up on that, but I've always appreciated
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, I've always picked it up as the YouTube play button for sure.
Yeah,
so it has
sure.
like a
And-
double meaning there.
And to be fair, that man is an extremely talented artist, if I can say so. I love his art style, and I would have loved for him to have done some work for me, but I don't think he's into doing Lego stuff anymore.
He is officially out of the game, retired.
I know, which is a real shame, because there's a lot of talent there that's going begging, unfortunately.
Right. I mean, he's been doing Lego art for like forever, and yeah, just his path in life. He's just like, yeah. But at least for me, he can still do stuff for bricks. So like, I don't do Lego stuff. This is not a Lego guy right here. That's not a Lego guy at all.
Nope.
Although when some people are like, oh, that's Lego right there. When you look at it, not really, not at all, not even a little bit.
Not really. It can be made out of Lego if you wish to, but then so can most of anything. So
It looks like
but
your
it's not
head
based
is a
on Lego
pillow.
bricks.
Yeah. Like, there you go. It can be made out of Lego, you know?
Look at that sweet minifig.
Yeah, too bad they're all gone, right, Joshua?
I don't know. Are they?
They are all gone. Yeah, they're all gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is too bad.
Yes.
I still have you. I'm looking at our minifigure display case in a position of honor between Kevin and Andreas.
Oh, that's exactly where I want to be. Perfect. Perfect.
So Dale in the chat says, hey, Josh and Brian and Joshua and Dan, I have a lot of Lego Minecraft sets. Have any of you guys got some Lego Minecraft sets?
Those were a part of a great purge many years ago.
I have like 2 or 3 sitting around, but not many. I've never played Minecraft, so I never really got into the sets much. I forget where we ended up ranking that on your tier list, Brian. I wanted it to go lower, I think.
It's all very basic, but
I didn't really play Minecraft a lot. I never played it when my kids were playing it hardcore, but I did build a bunch of big figs based on, I can't remember the kid's name, but he was a YouTuber, and he built some larger scale Minecraft figs and tools and stuff. And I decided I was gonna do them and try and improve. So I ended up building a whole army worth of large scale figures and blocks and displaying them for a couple of years at shows around New Zealand. And that was quite a lot of fun. And then I decided I was doing a bunch of 48 by 48 landscape dioramas of each of the realms. And then there's another guy here in New Zealand who decided to build this massive Minecraft landscape. And I'm talking like 5 tables worth of landscape. It was absolutely huge and epic. So I gave up after that.
yeah,
Because there's just no competition.
It can work so well if you have a big display, and like instead of doing a Lego city, you could do an entire Minecraft table.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
And like many years ago, I had this grandmaster plan in my head of like, man, I'm going to make a Lego city, and there's going to be a Minecraft section that can go like underneath with the nether. And, there's going to be a whole Harry Potter section and a carnival. And then here I am, how many years later, whatever. And like, I'm always like, no, I don't want to dedicate the time to this right now. I don't want to. And then it always gets pushed and pushed and pushed. And that's a lot of money too. It's a lot of brick.
Have you seen the Minecraft videos with the kid from Philly Brickfest, Brian, that we've posted over the years?
I was there. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you saw it in person. That's true. Yeah. But yeah, we have, for anyone who hasn't seen them, there's a kid and his mom who comes to Philly Brickfest every year with this massive Minecraft layout. And several of our videos with them have like over 1 million views. Very popular. So we try to cover Minecraft stuff because people seem to like it. I never know what anybody's talking about, but it works okay.
It's still a pretty popular game, and I guess in all fairness,
Brian,
people still pick it up and still play it. So.
Streaming, don't you?
Yeah, I do it kind of sort of every Monday. It's one of those games that never goes out of style because people can still do whatever they want with it. They're always adding to it. You can play with friends from any device anywhere, and it's unlimited hours of fun that you could do anything from, mining. You can face off against each other. You can go on servers to play mini games. You can do like anything.
Fish.
You can fish, you can farm, you can breed animals, you can whatever.
Yeah, and I think that's probably part of its saving grace is the fact that the limitation in Minecraft essentially is the same limitation in the physical Lego world is your imagination, and that in itself keeps it going because as long as people have imagination, they have the ability to play Minecraft or build with Lego. So either or. And I think, like my son's, he's 18 and he moved on from Minecraft to other games, but it's still a default game that when he's bored with his current game because he's done all the content in it and he's waiting for the next DLC or whatever, he always tends to default back to Minecraft and just mucks around and does exactly what you said, mines or farms or builds or whatever. It's the default. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I've still got a bunch of Minecraft. I've got a whole box of figures over there, and it does lend itself well to be built with Lego, clearly, because it's bricks and blocks and whatnot. And there's a lot of cool characters in the palette now. So
yeah. The only set I have right now that I'm looking at is the bee farm because bees, and I like the bees in Minecraft. I was very excited when they came out. So April will be very happy about that being one of the sets I only have built.
I think that's one of the few sets that she probably has as well, or multiples of the bee farm.
But yeah, with Minecraft, I kind of was just like, man, something's got to go. I gotta dial it back. And Minecraft was one of the ones voted off the island. And now all that's remaining is Harry Potter, ideas, Mario. I can't even say modulars because I don't have the police station. I haven't built it yet. And I have the corner garage, the corner garage, but I haven't built it yet. I still got it in a box.
I think Mario should be voted off the island.
Hey, you can vote yourself off the island of New Zealand. Goodbye. Goodbye. See ya. More for me.
Bye everyone.
So that's why I've never played Minecraft. People constantly are telling me I need to play Minecraft, and it's a great game. But I just see like so many people talk about how easy it is to sink so much time into it, and I'm like, I don't need another video game to spend more time playing, and I've got like enough other things going on that I've just avoided the temptation. I think is what it is to this point, and I don't know if I'll ever actually give it a try, but that's kind of where I'm at this point.
Oh, look, I'm exactly the same. If I could sit and play Minecraft for 4 or 5 hours, I'd rather sit and play Lotro for 4 or 5 hours, or actually sit and build Lego for 4 or 5 hours.
Play what? What was that?
Lord of the Rings Online. It's a game I've been playing for about 10 years, if I'm being honest. It's not a new game. It's a MMO. It's been around for a long time. I actually started, it was one of the first large-scale MMOs that I ever played, and I got Cody into it, who's my 18-year-old, when he was about 9, because we're both big Lord of the Rings fans, obviously. And then I sort of gave up on it. Cody continued playing because he met new friends playing it. And then, believe it or not, April B, when I met her on Twitch, we started talking about stuff, and she was saying about how she played Lord of the Rings Online. I'm like, what the hell? I love that game. I played that for years. And then we started playing together again. So back into it. And then there's Sapience as well on Twitch who plays, and we play with him on a stream on a Friday for me, Thursday for everyone else. So it's a bit of an old school game, but we all enjoy it.
I really wish I had a game like that I could get into and play with people all the time, but I never found one over the years, and I never found a group. Like, I've always been tempted either in like Sea of Thieves or The Division or World of Warcraft, like one of those ongoing games. I just never found one. Wish I did.
Someday, Brian.
At this rate, someday I'm like, man, like I'd probably rather be building Lego or maybe sleeping. I don't know. That's a lot of time. No, last night. Okay. So I streamed yesterday and I must have been like I was so tired that I didn't realize I was tired because I ended up lying on my futon at like 10 p.m. and I woke up at 3 a.m. So I had like what I thought was a 1 hour nap was like a 5 hour sleep session. I'm like, oh, I guess I was that tired. And then I fell back asleep at like 4:30, woke up at 9. So I actually woke up at a reasonable hour this morning. I'm like beyond excited that I function like a normal person for a change.
It's so difficult for you to function like a normal person.
It really is. It's incredible. It's incredible, but it was very rewarding.
Yeah, my days of like staying up super late, I think, are mostly behind me. I used to do that pretty regularly, like 2, 3 a.m. or something. But I've just reached the point where, yeah, because of you then will wake up so late that it's not worth it anymore. I'd rather get up in the morning and do things than stay up late.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Josh. I was the same. I used to stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning and then just collapse into bed. Mainly because I couldn't sleep if I went to bed early because of stuff that would just go through my head. But and then when I started getting better, back to what's now coined as the old man hours. Back to bed by like 9, 10 at night. But it does mean you can sort of wake up at 7:30 in the morning, get up and get on with your day.
You could be like Alyssa and be in a state of lurking at all times.
True.
Sleep.
Kirk, did your mom get so mad with your long hair that she made you shave it?
No, this was a choice because my hair grows fast.
Oh,
so that's
what
your mom gave you one choice and it was to shave it.
Yeah, that's what my mom wants me to do. She hates this.
My mom also wants you to cut that, Brian. For the record.
Wait, what?
My mom, who watches our live streams every week, would also like you to get your hair cut.
Well, listen, I don't satisfy any of the moms out there. I'm my own man. All right?
Oh, God. How are you guys
I
doing?
got enough moms berating me on a daily basis. I don't need more moms tell me to cut my hair, all right? Anyways.
How are you
Kirk,
guys doing?
hi. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing well.
Explain why you showed up late today, okay? You know you have to give several days notice if you're going to show up late.
I'm sorry. I messaged John and I was like, if I'm late, I don't arrive at 1, just go ahead and start.
No, John told me you messaged, so it's
yeah. I got stuck in traffic because I was on the other side of town getting my hair cut, and then I had to well, I didn't have to, but I felt a sudden urge to like go into the store that was next to the barbershop. It's like this sort of geeky pop culture store, and they have like a lot of stuff in there. I was gonna end up walking out with a DVD again because for some reason I still collect DVDs. This is
A DVD?
A DVD, and it was of Dune, the original Dune, and I was like, it's sealed. Maybe I'll pick this up. I didn't pick that up though because as I'm walking past the register, they have this little display case section with like figures and figurines and all stuff. And I found this thing right here, and I was like, "Is that what I think it is?" And it was. I will focus on this. The Storm from the X-Men sets, and it's in very good condition. I was like,
"Is it real?"
It's real. No, it is real. I see the markings and everything. It's real. It's the official figure, and I got it for I think $5. So,
Kirk, that figure is totally going for more than $5 online.
And that's what I know, and that's why I was like, let me pick it up.
Go back across town and buy all the rest of them.
There was X-Men sets?
Huh?
There was X-Men sets?
Yes, there were X-Men sets. It was like they have like a lot of figures in there. They had like Black Widow. There was some Batman figure from the Batman 2 line of sets. Like there was a lot of stuff in there. And I was like, but that X-Men, I gotta go ahead and get that because I've wanted those sets. Didn't get to pick them up when they were like released.
Does it have the reversible face?
Yeah, it has the one side with the red lipstick and then the other side with the white eyes.
Give me a close up on this one.
Here, let me
Yeah.
there we go.
There you go. Look at that.
So it's the official one. It's
Yeah, Kurt, go buy the rest of them. That's like a $20 figure.
There was no other X-Men. Otherwise, I would have gone ahead and
We give you permission to leave the stream to go make some money.
Why would they sell it? So this was just a comic book, like
It's
hobby
like
shop?
it's like a sort of it's called Second and Charles. So they have like movies.
Oh
music.
yeah, so they don't know what they had.
They don't
Okay,
really
all right.
know. And then the lady
Yeah.
was like, "Let me show you this cool thing that we have here." I already knew what she was talking about because I already saw it, and I was like, "Okay." But I figured it was going to be very pricey. It was the giant version of Ant-Man, like the brick built version, and along with the micro scale Ant-Man. She was like, "This, we have this here." I'm like, "How much is it?" She's like, $49.
Yeah, just Ant-Man?
for the brick built Ant-Man and the micro scale figure. She was like the
Get
micro
out
scale.
of here.
I was like, yeah,
$40.
why would I spend that much? And I didn't tell her that. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. But I want the Storm because you guys are selling it really cheap, and that's not really the value of this thing. I'm gonna take it. I want it. I want it.
Deal.
So yeah, that's what I got instead of Dune. So I would say that was a very good reason to show up late to this episode of Quick
Yeah,
Hits.
you're good.
Yep. All right.
We'll allow it.
Oh, wow.
There was a question in the chat that was directed to me. It says, Dan, if you were a Lego brick, what will you do? I'm picking what would you be, and it would have to be a tall, fat brick. So I'm picking maybe a 1x5x2 or something like that. That's about as tall and as wide as you get, isn't it? Or maybe a panel. I don't know.
What about a base plate? Would it not be a base plate?
Too short. Base plate's too short. Unless you stood the base plate on end, sure. But, 6 feet tall, 6.5 feet wide. I don't know. Whatever one.
I think I'd be like the Lego Mario, like without the hat and the overalls. I'd be the brick. That's one piece, technically.
Yeah.
Don't ever tell a store you're selling something too cheap. Yeah, that would not be the best thing to do.
Wait, did you do that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm
in your
smart
head,
enough
you were
not to-
like, yeah.
like, no, don't say that. Because I checked, I was looking on Bricklink as I was on the thing. I'm like, for this to come in new, it's like, it starts at like 14. And I'm like, $5? Give it here. Give it here. I want it. I want it. Page of Jaws, the movie. No, that is, well, I mean, it's the poster, but yeah. Speaking of Jaws, there was actually a DVD there of that too. I was going to pick it up, and then again, here's how it went. I went in the store. No, here's how it went. I went in the store. I'm like, what do they have here that I don't have on DVD? This is normally my top question every time I go in the store. So I go to the action area. I see that they have their sealed copy of Spider-Man 3, which I still do not own on DVD. It's the one that's missing out of my trilogy collection. And then I see your expression, Ryan. I move from that section, though. I'm like, I'll wait. I go to further down the line in the alphabetical section. I see Jaws sealed. I'm like, don't have Jaws. Then I look over and I see Dune. And I'm like, well, there's a remake of this coming out. And I do kind of want to watch the original. Maybe I'll pick this up. And then eventually got to the register and I made the right choice by getting that figure. So, yeah. What were you going to say, Brian?
DVDs are from the mid 2000s. At least upgrade to Blu-rays because Blu-rays are already outclassed. The 4K Blu-rays are already outclassed with streaming. So you need to update your desires here.
I know. It could be still collecting VHS. Gee, give the man a break.
Okay,
yeah,
but
they're like I have like very few, I think, Blu-rays in my collection. I think it's like maybe like one.
But you have DVDs that are subjectively lower quality products.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Take away your nostalgic love, your childhood love for DVDs, separate yourself from that, and buy something more productive.
I know. Like
Go buy GameStop stock. I'm not a financial advisor. Go buy some GameStop stock. Kirk, it's doing fantastically. Get in on this, Kirk. Get in on this.
This is what John always tells me, because I like listening to old music from like the 60s and 70s on vinyl, and that's the same thing John always tells me, is like, it's lower quality. Why do you enjoy listening to that? But I like it because it's the sound that, like, when that music came out, how people would have listened to it. And so to me, that's really neat to kind of recreate that, and I enjoy that sound.
Okay. Cassette, I think, is different as well as vinyl. Vinyl, you actually hear more of the sound when you're playing it on a record player that's able to have it, right? Mm-hmm. But a DVD, you're just getting less of a quality in terms of video as well as audio. Like, there's nothing that is nostalgic about a DVD. A VHS, sure. Okay. You want to play that? Sure. Film, sure. Okay. DVD and you might as well just upgrade to Blu-ray or to 4K. There's no, and I'm not trying to put you down, Kirk. I'm just trying to.
I get it.
Allocate your funds into things that are going to matter and just have more longevity than just DVDs, because then you're going to be able to play DVDs anymore. You know.
I get it. It's just like, I don't have a Blu-ray player. Eventually, I will get.
They're literally like $20.
But I haven't bought one yet. I just use my.
Beyond the Brick will buy you a Blu-ray player, Kirk. Okay.
I will allocate some of the Chipotle money to buying you a Blu-ray player for $15 at Second and Charles.
Oh God. Yeah. No. I mean, well, there are. What happened?
Do you have an Xbox or a PlayStation?
No, I used to.
What do you have now?
My Switch, and that's it. And then my Sony DVD drive that I play.
Real
my
quick,
on.
Vision. Jeff, we can hear you breathe. What do you have to say? What? Okay, so just get yourself a Blu-ray player for $15 to $20.
Okay.
Have your DVDs play. You just slowly upgrade the collection. You want to buy all my Marvel movies off of me? I'm selling all the Marvel movies. I got all Blu-ray. They're on Blu-ray. You can make the upgrade.
So here comes the real reason you have to get.
He wants me to buy his entire Marvel.
Okay. Cool. There's the hook.
That's why he's so adamant about it.
You want to buy my stuff, Kirk? You want to buy my stuff, please?
Gotcha. Hey, don't forget, you did have 2 offers for someone to buy you. I heard Joshua say Beyond the Bricks buying you one. I heard Brian say he's buying you one.
You send
so
us
you're
the
in,
receipt,
mate.
And we'll PayPal you the money.
You go out and get yourself the best Blu-ray player you can find, bud.
Hold on. Brickzar said, I've been driving and had to pull over. Josh, tell John he's wrong. Vinyl is better, that watered-down digital version.
There you go. See?
He's right. Brickzar's right.
Me. I love it.
No, he's right. With vinyl, you're correct. You're correct.
I just want to mention somebody in the chat quite a way back said about laser discs. Man, that was a thing that did not take off, did it?
That's what.
How was that different than a DVD?
They were the size of a record. They were the size, the size of original vinyl, around about the same size from what I remember. I only ever saw them a couple of times. No one really got them. So I don't know. I don't know why or how they fit in.
That'd be the quickest funded GoFundMe of all time. Who are these two clown boots joined at relatively the same time? Jeff and Mike. You two.
Oh, cheek, Mike.
Mike, you gonna review some Lego Star Wars sets? What are you doing down there, man?
I think it's like dollar store M&M down there.
I'm just reenacting Brian feeling the blue,
That's Skittles down there instead. He's
more like Fruit Loops.
Okay, enough of it. Yeah, whatever. Anybody feeling blue as well? I don't know.
Oh, brilliant.
Jeff, I know. Listen, you went to the dentist. Can you talk? Are you good? No, really, can you talk? Okay. Mike, what's going on?
Hi. I don't know. I'm late. I feel like I was listening to you guys when you were talking like how sleeping is important and how good mood is important. I have none of it.
Oh, that was yesterday.
I'm feeling blue. I'm feeling so tired lately. I don't know.
That's why you come here. Where you can feed off of Brian and Kirk's energy, mostly Kirk's.
Oh yeah, because I run everything. Brian does nothing
That's
at
right.
all.
True.
Absolutely.
That's
not.
true.
Kirk's over the top energy is what really gets me through the day.
Wait. Where's Justin from? Mellow Yellow. Man, we haven't had Mellow Yellow in New Zealand.
Mellow
for like
Yellow is great.
30
There's
years.
not many places that carry it in the U.S. It's not real common.
I've never had it.
Jeff,
They still
unmute
have Mellow
yourself.
Yellow? Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I love Mellow Yellow.
Kirk,
I can
you've never
remember
had
that.
it? It's good.
I've never had it. My
It's
friend
like
was
a better
talking about
Mountain
it the
Dew,
other
in
day.
my opinion.
Yeah.
Mellow yellow. Is that the
Yeah.
color from the Fiat 500 set? Is that the color? They call it the cool yellow or the mellow yellow. Is that it? No.
I would not know.
I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Let's go with that.
Never mind. I'm back to my blue state. Okay. Never mind. I'm just yeah.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
That's right, Alyssa. It's a better Mountain Dew.
It is a bit of Mountain Dew.
All right, I guess I'll have to
Oh.
try it at some point because my friend was having it the other day. I'm like, I've never had that. I've heard of it, but I've never had it. Even
was-
a Spider-Man poster.
It was replaced over here with a drink called Lift,
Oh,
which is
okay, I've never
it's
heard of
a lemony thing. It's a lemon flavor.
Is that like just like a New Zealand thing, or
I
no?
don't know actually.
Because I've never heard of it.
Lift is made by the Coca-Cola brand, so it could
Okay.
be Asia Pacific. I don't know.
Gotcha.
No,
Oh, Jeff
yellow.
is miming that he's building a Speed Champion set. Wow.
Nice.
Is Jeff a mime today? What's going on?
Yeah.
And now he's pretending he's frozen. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that do we guess? Is like a a silent theater? What is it?
There is nothing better than Mountain Dew. Literally everything
Oh,
is
so it's
better than
like-
Mountain
That's
Dew.
true. Mountain Dew is way overrated.
I don't drink
Oh.
Mountain Dew like that.
Well,
I don't
Kirk,
know.
you have self-respect. That's why.
Yeah, I don't really care for it. Like,
You're a young, healthy man, so you don't touch those kind of drinks.
Yeah, I'm a
Well-
very healthy man myself with this. With this.
I literally have this sitting off to the side of the camera, so
Oh, you know what drink I've been having recently to show
What?
that I have respect for the people that are at least 55 and older in the live stream chat right now?
what?
Moxie.
What is that?
What is
I've
that?
never heard of that.
That is
It's
the
a-
worst soda ever made by humankind. And the fact that Brian has decided to drink it again, it's for massholes. Mass with an M, not it's exactly fitting the code there. Even though it's made for Maynards, it's massholes all the way. Oh, yeah, got some Moxie in me.
Pour
That's
one out.
funny.
Pour one out
'Cause
for the
it's called
homies.
Moxie.
Oh, you
does it
gotta
taste like,
hold
Brian?
it that way. You gotta
It
hold
tastes
that.
like
Is that like a fancy
bitterness,
can? What is it? Like?
divorce, Joshua, is what it
It,
tastes
it,
like.
it tastes like something that would make you question your own self-loathing.
So it's sugar with some water.
Excuse me, no sugar. Diet, Michael.
Oh.
Diet.
Okay, sweetener with some water.
Aspartame instead.
I do like the diet.
Boomer O'Brien with the Moxie
The
soda.
boomer
Oh,
soda.
You
Oh,
know
is
it.
Is it a low? It's not local to like the East Coast or something, is it?
No.
Or because I've never seen that.
It's
No.
local to Maine and Massachusetts and every other place that God has
And
forgotten.
every state starting with M.
It's distinctly different. Okay, so it has carbonated water, and 2% of less of natural flavors. The aftertaste is a taste of tar. Eli,
And
you
burnt
don't know what it's
tires.
like to be an
Okay,
adult.
we get
Okay, shut up.
Hey, I have a question for the chat. Which Dodge Charger should I build first?
Yellow.
The yellow one or the black one?
Yellow.
Go with the yellow, I guess.
All right, we'll go with black.
Cool.
Wait, it's black. It's black licorice flavored.
Yes.
Oh, that's awful. No wonder
Black-
it tastes so bad.
Ooh.
Can you
Oh,
hold
wow.
on? Can you pull up Alyssa's comment about the can real quick, John?
From
Hold on.
1912.
Oh,
Can you stop degrading me for what I like and who I am, woman? Stop it. Go back to replying to emails or something and let me drink my licorice soda in peace. Thank you.
Licorice.
Joshua hasn't seen it because he isn't cruising in the
Oh, man.
Anything black licorice flavored is immediately like an old person's thing. Like there's nothing black licorice flavored that's enjoyable if you're under
It's
60
either
years
you
old.
chew black licorice or you chew tobacco.
Me and Brick Czar will sip on our Diet Moxies in the back of the nursing home, no problem. Okay.
Okay, I don't mind licorice, right? I'll eat licorice. That's okay.
And
but-
what else did you get? Like Werther's Originals or something?
Yes, I have the Werther's Originals with the cow tail. I have some raisins for you, and they're all in that cookie tin that has some knitting supplies right next to it.
Werther's actually aren't too bad. In occasional one, those aren't too bad.
Okay, Joshua's old too, so good to know. Awesome.
I mean, to be fair, your Nana would probably be very upset that you're talking about her cookie jar like this right now.
My Nana?
Yeah.
She doesn't knit.
Cookie jar. Cookie jar.
She doesn't cook cookies.
Well, I mean, that's where she keeps all her Werther's Originals and her raisins and everything. Oh, where's she keep them, Brian?
She doesn't have them. She's not. Well, she's older, but she's not like she hasn't like ascended to like
to that level of.
Yeah.
How old is your grandmother? Just out of curiosity.
She's
Do you really? Is she watching? Do you just she should be?
No,
upset?
I have no idea. It's distinctly different, ladies and gentlemen. Distinctly different.
No, I do like diet sodas typically, so the diet might be better. I might
Gotta
give
love
that
that aspartame. Gotta love it. Put it right in my
good.
veins.
Like Diet
I
Coke
can
is
stand
always my
diet
go-to
sodas.
if I do drink soda, which I don't drink very often these days. But if I do, that's my go-to.
Can you pull
Brian,
up
I hope.
Jeff,
No,
I
no,
want
you
some
shut it,
validation.
Fabiano. You shut it.
I want
You
this
shut it now.
validation.
I will find you.
Okay, who has an echo right now? Is it me?
It's not me. I'm hearing an echo though.
Okay.
I don't hear it. Is it me? I can.
I don't hear any echo.
Okay, real quick, a comment here from A Folly Fat Dandelion says licorice is yummy. Dutch people like them. Greetings from Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Thank you for validating me.
Well, the Dutch also eat tulip bulbs, so can we really take anything they say seriously?
Boom.
Joshua,
Hey, they also have stroopwafels, so they know their stuff.
let me feel
Ever
validated,
had a
please.
stroopwafel? Those are great.
Stroopwafels are incredible. I still remember
I
a
know.
very distinct memory from my time in Amsterdam. This food truck that John and I walked by on the street that was selling, all it sold was stroopwafels, and then had a giant vat of melted chocolate. They would take this big giant stroopwafel, dip it in that melted chocolate,
Oh
and then hand it
my.
to you, and it was beautiful.
Ah,
Right. So what I was saying,
I even it
Brian,
feels sweet when I think about it.
when you go to your Nana's house next time and it's her birthday, and Nana's like, "Oh, thanks, Brian. How old am I?" and you don't know, I'm going to be laughing at you because you don't respect your Nana.
I don't know how anybody is. I I just distinguish.
You don't care because it's not Brian Saviano.
No,
That's okay. That's
It's not that I don't. Jeff is a king. I'm just you're like dealing with one of the children in my live stream. Jeff.
No, I'm not.
Come
I'm
out all
much smarter
savage
than
today.
them. No,
What
I'm
is
really
this
not.
stream anyway?
I'm much smarter than them. A little bit.
You are you?
What is Brickleberry?
It's a
man.
show that the kids love memeing about. You're too old.
What?
Okay, I've never even heard of it. So
We're
it's
too
passed me
boomer,
by.
Joshua. I think we're too boomer.
I don't know what Brickleberry is either.
But
so
thank you
there's
for stopping to watch us. We appreciate it.
that. Yeah,
Isabel-
thanks.
Isabel is right. Everyone is old to Brian. We've established this. Even those who are younger than him. Yes, Isabel is old as well.
I think Brian starts generating like how people are old by level of success. So like if somebody starts talking about something that Brian has never had because he can't afford it, then obviously clearly he's not that successful. And therefore we're all old.
I see.
Are you really breaking down Brian psychologically here?
No, not really. I'm just trying to get his goat, and I think it's working
Yeah, right.
really well because he
No,
hasn't said anything, and he's staring at me like Jeff.
Just a secret
I will kill
psychoanalysis,
you.
you know.
I wanted to see who would have a comeback to that one. That's what I was waiting for.
I can't say the one thing I want to say right now because we're family friendly.
Yeah, exactly. I am.
Dang it.
Hey, Jeff, I'm incredibly successful. Do you have a thing of coffee with your face on it? I don't think so, Jeff.
I
Look at
don't
it.
even have that. So I mean,
Yeah,
I think
none of you.
Brian,
There goes the
Brian's more
plug.
successful
There
than
goes
all
the
of us.
plug.
Yeah, Mike. Buy my
There
stuff.
goes the plug. I
Buy
knew
my
you would
stuff,
put it somewhere.
and it
I
goes
knew
great.
it.
It goes great with your mug that isn't out yet. Okay?
Yes, that's
Right here.
Stop talking about behind the scenes business talks of my people to your people. Stop
Well,
doing
if you've
that.
gotten your act together and got your mug listed on a web store,
know.
maybe we talk right now. Michael,
My people are delaying this stuff.
who people?
My people.
Who people?
I don't know. I have no people but my people.
You're right. Yeah, me neither.
Okay, that's settled then.
Yes.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Someone buy my coffee, please. Okay.
Yes, just buy his coffee. I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
Hashtag marketing. Thank you.
I mean,
Elizabeth.
I'm running low, Brian, so I might click. Where can we find your coffee, Brian?
BrickSoBrian.com.
There you go.
I'm trained. It's really sad, everyone.
Great
It's
segue,
okay.
darling.
I'm holding out for the Bricks O'Brien licorice soda. Don't you tempt me.
No,
Don't
no,
you
that's
tempt me.
awful.
Here, have a taste of Bricks O'Brien.
Coffee.
Or soda.
Want some Brian down your throat? No, okay, I'm done.
What would it be on the brick soda be like?
It tastes
it'd
like
have to
the
be
victory
like
of pickleball.
a combination of like red and yellow colors and flavoring. So it'd have like maybe like a fruit punch or something flavor to it.
It would be Sprite sort of thing, but with cherry instead.
How
No,
sweet would it be? Very
Oh, I don't
sweet
like
or
cherry
just-
though, so that's a no go. We'd have to
What
cut it out.
about, what about raspberry lemon? Raspberry lemon.
Raspberry's
sounds
not
refreshing.
great either.
No?
You don't have taste, Joshua.
It would be like, you know how like your mom like ever made like a special treat for you? She's like, oh, we got some Kool-Aid, but we're throwing some Sprite or some 7-Up in there.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
That's what Beyond the Brick like soda would taste like. It'd just be like Kool-Aid with soda.
How about
Grandma's soda.
strawberry something? Strawberry's good. Something with strawberry. That'd be a good option. Like a strawberry lemonade, some type of drink would be a good Beyond the Brick beverage.
Do they just not have taste in Indiana? What's going on here?
Our main food group is ranch.
Milan says this stream feels like TV. You're watching a show, but it keeps getting interrupted by commercials. And this brick was sponsored by Bricks O'Brien.
Hey, it's free. You don't pay for it. It's not cable, so
There's no mid-roll ads, but you should buy my Lego sets. You should buy my coffee. You should subscribe.
You got to be
Dude,
careful with
buy our
Brian's
soda when
coffee.
it comes out. I like Sprite and Fanta's really good. So like a strawberry Fanta and Sprite, that would be a great Beyond the Brick
I think
soda.
there was a strawberry Sprite at some point.
Shh, don't tell them.
Or Fanta. I think.
Don't you want a Fanta? Don't you want a Beyond the Bricks? I'm not good at marketing.
Dan, what were
I
you
like
saying?
the name in the chat, Beyond the Bubbles.
That's good.
There you
That's
go.
good.
I was saying you got to be careful with your coffee because it's a lot like you. If you overdo it, it can be quite bitter.
That's called marketing right there, Dan. Thank you.
But if you get it right, it feels good.
Little hint of butterscotch and chocolate in there. Ooh.
No, whoever that was, sorry, in the chat, it just scrolled away. But I wasn't affected by the tsunami warnings. But the earthquake did wake me up, that's for sure. It was a doozy.
You guys had an earthquake in New Zealand?
yes.
Last week we had a 7.4
Oh, the one that
just
they
off the
issued,
coast.
Wow.
like tsunami warnings. That's the one.
Yeah, we had a
It was
7.4
like- yeah.
just off the coast, and then there was an 8 up in the Kermadex, which both of them resulted in tsunami warnings, but not where I live. I am a little bit further south.
Oh. It could have been Godzilla coming out from the ocean.
Could have been.
That.
Could have been.
Or
It was-
Cloverfield, like whatever.
It was one doozy of an earthquake, though. Holy moly!
Like California up in here with those earthquakes.
You
Yes.
probably had like 13 by this tower today.
Yeah, probably.
Is that pretty common, Dan, in New Zealand?
Yeah, we have quite a few earthquakes because we're obviously on that southern part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, and New Zealand essentially, however many hundreds of millions of years ago, was created by earthquakes. So they're a relatively common thing. We have damage-causing earthquakes every few years. 10 years ago, most of Christchurch was flattened by an earthquake, killed 180 odd people.
Oh wow,
Um,
gotta have good insurance.
Yes, yeah, we do get them.
That's nuts. That's like Oklahoma and tornadoes. There's this place called Moore, Oklahoma, and whenever we have like horrible, horrendous tornadoes, Moore always gets hit. So it's the oldest new town in Oklahoma, it's always rebuilt and everything else, and it's like, why don't you guys just move?
I was just gonna say, it's never occurred to anyone to maybe just go.
I mean, if
somewhere
you
else.
Seriously,
probably
right?
if there's like a heavy tornado, it gets moved like with the tornado every time. So
I wouldn't doubt it, but like Emily was telling me this, and she was like, "Yeah, we got to go to more. Okay, what's more? Blah blah blah. That's more. Okay.
That feels like
Why don't they
less.
just move?
I thought the most devastating thing to happen to Oklahoma was Tiger King, but
Or the federal building that was attacked and a bunch of people died.
or that one too. But I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
go with Tiger King because tigers. But okay,
I finally watched Tiger King, by the way.
nice.
It was not good.
Well, no, it's very sad, but it's sad. The last half of it is very sad, but the first half of it is a hoot.
It's just really strange. Like, I'm waiting for that sort of controversy to happen in the Lego world with somebody, Brian, and I just don't know when it'll happen. And I'm like,
What?
yeah,
What
you're
could
definitely. Oh, like so. Save for like his
Don't go there.
personal. Save for his personal life, Brian. You're definitely Joe Exotic. Like I'm pretty sure.
Can you have Brian full screen now?
I don't know what you could possibly be referring to. I am squeaky clean. The only thing I'm trying to do is market my stuff. Hashtag marketing. Isabel said it's a hoot. I mean, someone fully got their arm bitten off by a tiger, but okay, Brian. Well, that person in the thing was also like, nah, it's fine. So, people adapt and grow.
To be fair, that person was stupid enough to stick their arm into a tiger cage.
How did no one submit a Tiger King set to Lego Ideas? It would never get made, but still, I'm pretty sure someone did, and maybe
Yeah.
in the initial
Probably
review
not
phase,
taken
they were
down.
like, no.
I
Hey,
think
like
I
looking at
remember
what
seeing
comes
some
to Lego
Tiger King
Ideas
stuff.
right now, everything gets accepted. So
It'd be even better if it used like the isn't there like a Duplo tiger? Like it's like all Duplo.
I know there was a minifigure made. Like Kirk, aren't you working with the people that sponsor you that make minifigures? They made a Joe Exotic.
Yeah, they did. I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah.
It was either them or Firestar, but I'm pretty sure it was Minifix.me.
Why don't you have a Joe Exotic yet, Kirk? What's going on here? Talk to your people.
I have not watched the show or
Oh, Kirk.
movie or whatever it is.
I'm right there with you, Kirk. I have
Yeah.
no interest.
I haven't
I-
watched it too. So
I've heard of it. I've heard people fuss about it when it was like out, but I never watched it.
Bricksar says, I keep seeing a cheese head where Brian's spot is. Because of this? Fair enough.
by the
To be
way,
fair, that show was like a train wreck. If you don't watch it, because if you do watch the first episode, you're not getting out.
You're
You're
in.
not.
Oh, I
No.
saw episode 1, and it was literally like I watched like 5 episodes in one night.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it-
I
the
started at
train wreck.
really,
I started at like 11 p.m. and it was
can't
5
help
episodes. in. Yep.
You can't help it. You
That
get
was me, like,
sucked in
with
so
Stranger
fast.
Brian, next time you're tempted to waste your time doing something like that, contact us and we'll find a productive project for you to work
You
on.
can literally give me as many projects as you want to. I'm whatever you want me to do. If you want me to like rebuild this 100 acre, that's misspelled by the way, acre wood set to being a mech for like a project, I don't care. I'll do it. Whatever.
I would like to see that.
I
Yeah,
would
but-
like if you can do that, we would totally pay you to make a video on that, turning it into a mech.
That you want me to? I mean, I can, but all
I
right.
don't know how much John will send you, but we'll send you something.
Hey, here's $15 for 4 hours worth of work. Have fun.
Oh man.
Hey, I want to see this turned into a mech. Can we do this?
I mean, we could. I feel like there's enough stuff here. It could probably do it.
That's
You might have
possible.
to add some joints in there.
No. Just using what's in the set. Just using
use-
what's
okay, all right.
this tree. Yeah. Something could be done.
Oh, I have a request. I have a silly request.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. Well, I mean, that's usually how it goes with me. But so, Josh and John, the next time that you guys send the Bricks O'Brien a Donkeys card, I have the perfect picture for you if you'd like to use it from here
We
on.
don't send him Duncan anymore because he has his own coffee, so he doesn't get Duncan. So we don't send him that anymore.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's all right. I'm glad I got in when I could.
There you go.
Are we allowed, I guess, to talk about a certain thing that the Instagram kids are fussing about?
Real quick, we
No.
need to
No.
address this comment from Joseph Brian.
April B is the Carol Baskin of the April community. An interest in a potentially harmful animal that dictates her whole public persona with the bees. Dan, does that make you Joe Exotic?
I was waiting for that, you bastard.
There he goes. There
Now I'm going to be on my second warning. Sorry.
Oh man.
Does that make me like the mobster guy that like committed a felony but still doing all the same things, but I'm just chilling out in some outside state?
You're the
That's
guy
the
from
scandal.
Vegas that came in to save the place with a Ferrari, but it was a bunch of payments on it.
And I managed to get all the money, all the animals, and everything, and no lawsuits. I'm fine with that for now. At least.
Yeah.
I'll see myself out.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, 1x5.
All right, Kirk. So what was that?
Oh, I believe Brian said we're not allowed to talk about it. So
Probably
okay.
not.
Probably
Rumors. We'll leave off the table for
No
now.
Instagram
Yeah.
kids allowed stuff.
yeah.
We'll leave the children in the play yard. They can
Let
whatever.
him talk. Let him talk.
Let
Put it
them
in the-
talk, as I say.
Put it
Let
in
them
the
talk.
private chat. I want to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, can you post in private chat so we are up to speed?
Don't do
Well,
it,
because
Kurt.
we
Don't
can
give it to
like
it.
we can
Not
speculate
the
on
YouTube
like,
chat, Kirk. No, just kidding.
not the YouTube. No, we can like speculate on stuff, but like if it's like
I
you
would
know.
say we can talk about how are you guys prepared for the next ideas review stage, which is passing 4D projects as of we.
Oh
as of
my
this
good-
moment.
so that's
This is
gonna be
insane, by the way.
Hang on, hang on. Just
I
before
kind
we,
of hate
sorry.
it. I kind
Can I
of
cut
hate
you guys off?
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
I just want to apologize for my slip of the tongue. This is a family-friendly show, and I do respect that. So I do apologize to everybody who is watching right now.
Thank you.
I think you're good.
Brian,
I was deeply offended.
I am sorry. I am sorry.
Wait,
Jeff
so
is
if,
genuinely
very
am.
innocent.
if you're Joe Exotic, April B is Carol Baskin. Apparently, I'm the tiger.
No, you're not the tiger. No,
The
you're
only,
definitely
the only role left to fill.
you're the skeezy guy from Vegas that is a polygamist and is like, yeah, let's do this, and comes in.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
about ready to let Kirk talk about the Instagram kids topic if we can't find something else.
I think it's
Right.
more family friendly than everything else. Yes.
Carry on. Carry on.
Carry
And
on.
technically,
Carry
polygamy
on.
is very family friendly because it's big families.
So the whole not the Instagram thing. Kirk, put it in the private chat. What? Wait, what did you say?
We're
I said
just
I'm
going to
going-
sit here in the private chat and have a secret conversation about whatever Kirk's
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Whatever you want to, just put it in the private chat.
We just have to make like surprised faces whenever you see it.
Yeah, we're gonna do. I think one of the next few episodes when they cut off the review period is going to be us going through like we normally do, like all the entries for the Lego Ideas thing, because there are a lot.
Because otherwise, Lego doesn't know which one to choose until they see our video.
Well, I feel like that might be half the case sometimes.
I
'cause
think
there's so many of them.
we might need a tier list, Brian.
We're not doing a tier list on that one. Oh, mamma
It's getting
mia,
to the point
my
where we
What?
need a
No,
tier
I think
list
a
for
tier
every
list would be
ideas
fun.
review stage.
But
We
you
need
might end
another-
up with some upset fans, though, if we rank someone's builder low.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
terrible.
right.
That would
We
be
need another
terrible.
tier list. Like, I need another large pizza with extra cheese. The same with Brian. No thanks.
Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah,
I
Kirk,
love the tier list. I've gotten into tier list videos because of that. I was watching one from a YouTuber called Nathan Zed on cereals that was really good. I was just captivated for 20 minutes on him ranking cereals.
it's very. It is captivating, and
I mean,
it's
those
fun
are
to
cool
weigh
to
in on.
watch, actually.
The delivery of that, Joshua, was so perfect. I don't know if you're joking or not. I hope you are. But on the other hand, I'm like, that seems like a Joshua thing to do, yeah. It's like a little...
watch tier maker
I'm
videos?
very serious, Jeff.
I figured as much. I'm sorry. Hey, good job on the pickleball tournament this week. I gave you some encouraging words, by the way.
Thank you for that. Yes, won gold in the tournament. So
Yeah.
it's a ton of fun as well.
Speaking of tons of fun, every Friday at 8 p.m. Central on the Jeff McAwee channel, join us for the show called Tons of Fun.
Oh, he got muted because he's promoting. Nice.
Perfect timing, I would say.
No,
That was great.
Thank you, Jeff. It was fun.
for the next 24-hour stream, we're gonna do a tier list of every single Lego set ever. So get excited for that one.
Oh, that'll be
Lord.
easy.
That'll be
That's like
torture.
48-hour stream, I would say. Maybe
It'll be
72?
absolute torture.
Maybe
Did we
let's
lose a
rate.
bet?
I don't know, Lego YouTubers. Let's do a tier list of Lego YouTubers.
No, because we all know that I'm gonna be at the top because I don't
Hey,
make any
you're
Lego
looking for drama. Drama gets views. So Lego YouTubers tier list,
Listen, everyone in
Instant
this
drama.
call, everyone in this call is in tier A. Everyone else is beneath. It doesn't matter.
No
I'm
Hall
not-
of Fame?
I'm not.
What?
No.
I'm not. Don't.
I'm Hall of Fame. No,
Can you
I
put-
I
Oh,
exceed
okay,
Hall of
okay,
Fame.
put
okay,
Jeff in the
yeah.
Hall of
Okay,
Fame.
yeah. You're like you are. Yeah, I get it.
I think Jeff is
I'm-
Hall of Infamy.
Yes,
There you go.
yes. Yeah.
Well, besides Dan, I'm the only one that is like dropping
It's like
words like a
A-
sailor.
And Hall of Fame, and there is nothing. There is God tier, and there is Brian. So that's like how it goes.
And then Jang Bricks actually is the only one that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
He went 9 hours building his city live the other day.
Did he
wow.
It's
really?
like, well,
What?
we're just gonna be
How
doing
did I
this
miss it?
and building this all day. 9 hours. I think it was for his
That's-
patrons and everybody else, but like, he posted the video, and I was like, surely this is a misprint. Nope. 9 hours of him working on his aquarium and just having the best time of his life.
I'm
This
so
guy is
glad
like,
we got him to review Galador. That's really one of our greatest achievements.
That was one of the best things that I've ever seen possible. Back when I was into review stuff and I saw him going over Galador, I was like, well, I have no life and this is 20 minutes of my life. Here we go.
Jang is triple S tier for sure.
no, Ganache.
Gnage.
Ganj.
It depends on the
Gnage.
can shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's it. What else? Anything else happened this week in Lego news? We got what? We got the pooh. We got anything
Oh, the
else?
Amelia, the Amelia Earhart set came out on
Yeah, we
Saturday.
got this guy.
Oh, did I build that a little early? Whoops.
Yeah, you did.
I think for embargo you were good, but probably it wasn't released.
I know one of these days I'm going to
nice.
accidentally do something before embargo on one of
Yo.
these streams because
Insane.
there's so much time between when they send like the email to get it and then when it arrives, and I just completely lose track. And I know one of these days I'm going to accidentally open
Not too-
something too early.
It's all promotion, anyways, right? It's all promotion.
That's true.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
It is a fun.
I don't think
this
this
build.
It's alive. It's alive.
Did it fly?
No.
Mike? Did it fly?
You know what? I hate it. Like that's something I should have noticed in my review. This thing it's only 4 studs in, and this thing is top heavy. So when
I
you,
noticed
like,
that as well.
yeah,
it
it's
comes off
very
easily.
easy. Thankfully, the plane is super solid because it's basically one chunk with wings. But yeah, nothing broke. Nothing broke. I got the minifigure. But yeah, I can see like you gotta be careful when you hold it. So this thing can just topple over.
Yeah, I noticed that last night when I was live building it.
Oopsie.
Yeah, and that
Watch
was
my review. Like and subscribe. Okay.
Mine's better.
I don't have one.
You don't have one, Dan?
No.
How come?
Hey chat, I dropped bigger sets than that in the past, so I'm good.
I don't know. I haven't ordered anything from Lego.com. So
Oh, I thought you would have gotten one because of the. I can't think of the words right now, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
nah, they don't send them to everybody.
The Academy of Amazing Lego Builders that Dan is a part of.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Academy.
Dan, I really I'm not sucking up. It's gonna sound like I'm sucking up, but I really enjoyed your review of the Monkey Kid stuff that you've been doing lately. So please keep doing them more.
Thanks.
I really-
And that's fine. You can suck up all you like. It's all good. I like it.
No, good, fantastic.
Makes me feel good about myself.
That's I really don't
Don't mind.
like review videos, and I've been enjoying yours quite a bit. So thank you.
Why, thank you. I was going to do one yesterday, but I spent the day in bed with a migraine. So, maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually quite enjoying the Monkey Kid stuff. If I'm not even trying to self-promo here, but
Go for it.
I didn't get anything from the first and second wave last year, and then Lego did send me some stuff this year, and I've really enjoyed the sets. There's some really cool techniques, some really cool parts. I actually even watched the show, and obviously it's a kids show and cartoon, but the way that they've tied the things together is actually pretty cool. I have been enjoying them.
Which one is your favorite from the Monkey Kid lineup? The current one.
From the current one, I'm gonna have to say the Spider Queen base.
It's so cool.
It's just
is
such a
nice.
cool model. Yeah, it's really.
Where would
really
you place
cool model.
the Flower Mountain set?
Probably second behind that. Maybe third behind the drone copter
really?
because I actually
Dan,
really like the drone copter too.
Do you have any of those sets within arm's reach just to show off?
Yeah, I've got most of them.
Even just a spider one, just so people can see it, because there wasn't anything.
Yeah, I kind of want to
Monkey
see how big is it, like in your
Yeah.
head.
It's big, man. Well,
It's really
I
nice.
think it is.
Because the box doesn't give it justice, I guess.
No, it doesn't. And there's some amazing new parts in these sets too.
Holy smokes, that thing is like really
I think it's
sizable.
cool. I don't think I'd really paid attention to those sets too much.
Yeah.
That's neat. That reminds me a lot of the old Exo Force Walker
Yes.
set.
Yeah.
It seems like some Nexonites vibes to it, like some walking weird kind
I know.
of base.
The back side opens up and
Yeah,
it's
that's cool.
there's a base inside there. But yeah, you can see how big it is because it's got those these big slopes. Remember the alien base days, I think they were.
Yeah, these are big.
And full on 8 legs.
That's cool. Looks like a face hugger from Aliens from the top.
It does from that view.
Yeah, like xenomorphs.
Freak everybody out.
Uh-huh.
The Monkey Kid
So-
stuff is really like nailing it as far as all that stuff goes. Like I wasn't impressed
Oh,
with
it's
the
kind
first
of
round.
like that's cool.
Yeah, there's
Fair,
like a joystick in here, and you can
What?
and it moves
That's
the front.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's dope.
For everybody out there, this is $120 US, 1,170 pieces.
Thanks,
I
Brian.
was looking at this one. I was getting the Amelia because I got this thing when I was buying Amelia Earhart. What do you guys think about this set?
It's a Star Wars set.
So that's
I
70,
know, like, but
right?
there's like a divided opinion. Like
It's,
this is bad. This.
I
Yeah.
kind of forgot.
Like look like, if you place it against a dark background, it looks
Oh, yeah,
better,
that
right?
looks horrendous.
It's
But
Imperial.
like if it's like against like light background, you can see it and the shape is broken. So
It's Imperial Shuttle number 372.
kind
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I forgot that was a set that they were releasing.
yeah. When you build it, the first part is like you get to this, and it's like but it gets better. So it's kind of like you change your mind after, but it's not the best. It's not the best.
I see.
I
Was
still
that
have
the
a couple-
only Star Wars thing you got, Mike, or did you get anything else?
No, I just got this one, and to get the Amelia promo, I got my kids a friend set.
Okay,
And
cool.
Just to get that 100, yeah.
gotcha.
I did some
only
Lego
one thing.
shopping as well.
Brickman is asking, was it fun to build? It was fun to build. It's just like you're getting disappointed. It's like you build the cockpit and like, oh, that looks terrible, and then you get to the wings. It's okay. It's kind of better. So the first part of the build is kind of disappointing, and then it gets better.
Jeff, show us what you got at the Lego store.
Okay. I talked about it before, Brian. I think you and I have discussed it several
Oh,
times
you
in
have the
private.
blacksmith.
But yeah, I finally picked up the blacksmith. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not a big. I guess I am a castle guy when it comes down to it, but this just looked dope. I love the armor pieces and everything else on it.
You're gonna like it. It's still one of my favorite sets this year.
Joshua, did you build that, or who did Beyond the Brick get that? Who built that?
Let's see, the stop motion guy.
Okay, gotcha.
Speed builder.
That I feel like that's a set you would have liked.
I'm planning to probably get that to build on the 24-hour live stream this year. I kind of keep sets like that in the back of my head and then put it in order at some point for whatever I want to build on the 24-hour live stream. That will most likely be one of them.
Just speaking of that, like it's good to know, Chad, that LegoCom in the US at least is getting stuff back in stock. I think the bonsai tree is back for anybody that wants to.
Yeah, I know
get
that.
one.
Dan, I know that April.
Yeah, it's
driven
back in stock right now.
I know that April has driven up to Oklahoma before where I'm at to purchase stuff because Texas isn't carrying or whatever. But we just got a massive restock in of everything. So
Yeah.
April, if you're watching, go to Oklahoma, I guess. So yeah, like it was a full store. There wasn't any blank anything. I'm sorry, Dan. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I think they do go up to OKC to the Lego store up there on occasion.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
for day one purchases.
It's not a bad little store.
Mhm.
That's really all I have to say about it.
I'm just gonna drop a bit of lug promo here, but Wellington Lego User Group has a show on this weekend at Lower Hutt, and the designer for the bonsai tree is gonna be there.
Oh, you gonna beat him up again in a Lego build-off, Dan? You gonna take him to town and be like, "This is how you build Lego."
No, I'm not
You're
gonna
not
do
gonna
that
do that
twice.
again. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so it's the first show that we've had for a while, obviously, because of COVID restrictions and bits and pieces. So we're looking forward to it. But yeah, so if anybody is watching that's from the Wellington region or lower half of the North Island, you want to come meet Nick Vass, he'll be at Wellington Brick Show this weekend. Which will be in Lower Hutt. It's open from 9 till 5. Pretty cheap entry fee too. I think it's only $5 for an entry fee, maybe 5 or 7. I don't know. I'm not organising the show. But come along. It'll be a fantastic show. A lot of people have been putting in a lot of work, building some pretty amazing stuff.
So Joshua, to get back to the root of Beyond the Brick, here's what you need to do. You need to send me and Brian to New Zealand to attend the show and film it.
I think I need to get to New Zealand first because I've never been there.
Yeah,
so
true.
Dan,
Hey, I'm the
Dan and
camera
I are
guy.
trying
I'm
to
the
we gotta
camera
figure
guy,
something out
okay?
there.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I need to go anyway because I'm, Beyond the Brick security, and I've got the T-shirt printed up and everything else. So that's how
you're
it works.
Brian Saviano security. You haven't upgraded to Beyond the Brick security.
Yeah.
Brian
I
has
have a shirt.
Brian has my credentials as the camera guy. He knows I'm good, so
But I have the shirt.
put
that
me on
says
the
It's being printed as we speak.
Joseph Ministereth for sure.
So Joseph had an interesting question here. If you could get a UCS style Lord of the Rings set, what would it be?
Ministereth.
Did
It
they
would either
make
have
them-
to be Ministereth or Midgeseld.
What
Did
about-
they make a Minas Tirith set or never?
No,
never.
no.
Halls of the Dead. The Dead Caves would be.
Or
the
maybe
one.
a Rivendell.
A Rivendell UCS would be dope.
Yeah.
But Midgeseld would be better, which was
But yeah, Minas Tirith would be like a good display piece.
yeah, Minas
like a
Tirith
large.
would be so good.
They could use like forced perspective building, for example, for the size of it.
Here's
Yeah,
our
for
new
sure.
strategy.
Yeah.
Just
I like how Kirk stopped his video right when I put this comment up. I think he's scared.
It was not on purpose. It was by coincidence. Give me a second.
Well, we all know what doesn't stop is the support from Ash Daddy LME Toys, building your Jeff one brick at a time. Thank you, Ash Daddy.
That's a lot of bricks.
1999.
That's a
That's a
lot of
lot
bricks.
of bricks. That's a lot of bricks. That's a fortune.
Yes. Between the two of us, if look, let's face it, if anyone was to build Jeff or I out of bricks, it would have to be like one of the Lego certified professionals. They're the only people that could get their hands on that many bricks.
Well,
You would
luckily,
never-
LME Toys is booming as a business, so they can provide the bricks, no problem whatsoever.
Well, I mean, between the bricks, it would cost a fortune, eh, Dan?
Ba-dum-tsh.
Oh, wow.
Your camera
Kirk,
is
why
frozen
don't you
again.
want to have
Anyone else?
useful to the
Anyone else hear the
conversation?
crickets?
Wait, what happened?
I'm looking for you to save the conversation after
Oh,
Jeff's
save the
comment.
conversation. Okay. Well, I thought we were going to talk about WandaVision today, but I think we're waiting for Flynn if he's going to show up. I don't.
That's good. I wanted to take a nap for like an hour or something, so if you guys can just take it away, then I'll just check out.
Why are we talking about WandaVision?
Well, I don't know if Flynn will be here, so we'll see if he will be here. If not, we can save it for next week and make sure that everybody
Maybe
watches
let's-
it in time.
Let's
like
not go
everyone.
for the spoilers or anything.
Yeah.
Listen, you got to be in on it ASAP.
Is the first season done yet?
No, it's
Yeah.
Oh
fine.
yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
It's
There's
Okay.
not going to be a second season, so
Yeah, no.
it's fine.
No.
seems like a complete story at this point.
What, Jeff?
Yeah.
There's
They're
no
only
second-
doing one season?
Oh,
You're
one
only
and
doing-
done.
Yeah, it's not one of those.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
Yeah, it's not that type of show.
I mean,
Oh,
there
gotcha.
is some saying that they're gonna come back in some way or another, but
Like,
I don't
who
think it's a season 2 specifically.
Yeah, no, it's probably just going to be like movie related, like that sort of.
Probably. I mean, this whole thing like setting up, for the future of MCU.
Well, we're gonna get the Scarlet Witch in a movie at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And, then we're gonna get spoilers ahead. Vision's gonna make his triumphant return.
I mean, Scarlet Witch was shown in the previous episode, so it's not a big of a spoiler.
Let's get an update on the build, Joshua, because Mossy Fett said, did I miss the injection molding machine?
So here it is.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
on
forgot you built
day
that.
3. So I've got kind of the base of it done here. This section pops out, I think, unless that's not supposed to pop out. but I think it does. maybe I'm messing with that wrong because this piece is on top of there, so maybe it's not supposed to pop out. I'm probably not actually. So ignore that.
Does it actually make new bricks?
There's this red bucket on this side, which I remember when they had that phone call with the designers. They said the people in the factory use red buckets to collect like the first run of bricks in there, so that they can make sure everything's going well. So that's why they included that there. And it's got some fun little controls and dials here. Not too much besides that at this point.
Does it make new bricks for you?
I'll see when I turn it on when it's all said and done. See what happens.
You know,
Not supposed to be.
Okay. So Stuart saw me do that, and he's like, "No." I thought it did because it's not attached by many studs at the bottom, but I was wrong clearly.
How do you buy this set? This one comes out in the Lego house only. It's an exclusive. You have to go to Denmark to get it, or be in the LAN.
Yeah. Well, Brian's gone.
Here's a thought from Isabel for renaming the stream every week. It is true, you know. I just really rely on you guys to keep me educated.
That is true.
That's very true. I haven't brought up Ghostbusters yet, so I think we're doing all right.
That's true, and I still haven't seen it, so.
Yeah, you'll see it when you see it.
That's
or
right.
You won't.
Or I'll just never see it.
Right? You know, some people would think that, you know, having some class and some proprietary would be, you know, classy. But, you know, some people don't.
Some of us lowly folk just don't care.
Some of you are just, you know, serfs. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
Yep. Oh, hey, so Bricks and Pieces on the Lego store is selling the Black Falcon torso piece, the minifigure torso piece right now. They are 82 cents, you know, from the blacksmithy shop.
Okay.
So I don't know if anybody wants to get in on that.
Ooh, that's tempting.
Like, yeah.
That's cool.
That's
Found that out the other night and then didn't spend any money on it. So.
Yep.
Well, I've got 3 orders coming in, and they've been coming in for like a month and a half now. So I'm just patiently waiting.
Bricks and Pieces orders or
Bricklink and Bricks and Pieces. They Bricks and Pieces. They had the new divers helmets, you know, those red helmets with the face masks.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd look good in a sci-fi build for, you know, like a rebreather or something like that. You know, something simple like, oh, it's totally plausible in a science fiction film.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought 5 of those and a couple of other items as well. Basically, I had like $20 in VIP points and was like, this is how you spend $20 in VIP points. And I did that.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling? We're like, what, 1 week in about these things? Anybody got them?
I have not.
Any updates on how you feel about them after launch? I haven't opened mine yet. I'm not sure what I'm waiting for, but
Okay.
any ideas how you guys feel about it?
Brickstars made a couple of videos about it, and they look like they're neat minifigures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
like
videos
from
are
the
cool.
perspective how you guys feel about the line. I've been to the Lego store getting that Amelia promo, and I talked to my friend who I used to work with, and I can tell you they did the shelf with Lego, the section of the video. He told me it was still stocked from the launch day, like 7 days in. Like they only went through 1 box of these for whole 7 days in a busy Lego store. And they said like they sold like only double digits of beat boxes. They didn't even have to restock the shelving. That's how bad they sell.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't picked up any.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
myself.
That's what I heard. Like they're selling slowly.
I heard. Wait, what were you saying, Dan?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, I've seen more people in the Facebook groups in New Zealand buy them than I had anticipated.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So maybe like my example is just like an isolated one, but
It's not. Oklahoma's the same way. I talked to the store manager there when I was picking up my stuff, and they were like, we've had people look at them and then shake their heads and then put it away.
yeah. Like this is the store I worked at, so I know like when stuff sells well, I know how a shelf would look like. That's what I talk to them, and you know, I kind of like if I was working there, I would probably notice that hey, it's slow, and that's what my friend confirmed to me.
So yeah, I don't know anybody that's buying them for the intended purpose. I just know that people are buying them for the figures and for the beat bit tiles.
Yeah, and I think like Amazon UK had already put them on sale in the first week. It was like 33% off on Amazon UK.
Jeez.
Wow.
It was like down from £18 to 14 something pounds.
Wow.
I heard that someone was saying in the community in regards to picking up the boxes, like the ones that don't have a way to fill anything. They were like, if you find a fresh box, just get the row.
Yeah,
of that,
the row is a
and
full
then you
collection.
just that's what I heard.
Most
That
of
is
the
true.
time.
Most of the time, yeah.
But you
Most
gotta
of
be
the
sure
time.
it's a fresh box.
You mean you aren't bringing your gram scale in, Kirk?
No, I will leave that to Brian. I will have to borrow his. But no, I mean the figures are cool. I just don't see myself picking any up. At least not. I'm not in a rush to anytime soon. So
Yeah, I probably keep them to open on some like small stream in the future, just like a fun little activity. But
yeah.
I don't feel like I have to get all of these.
That's so one of the things that I noticed, this is kind of two things as I just got to a sticker here. First thing being the Vidiyo stuff is whatever. I want to talk about the Amelia Earhart thing for a second. Mike, that's your name. Mike, did you notice the Lockheed Martin sticker on the tail fin?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, it's just like interesting because they got the approval for the license for it for Lockheed.
I didn't think about it that way. That's a good point. I mean, it's a civilian aircraft, and you know, back then Lockheed was, I guess, less military, more civilian aviation.
I'm ready to
It
start
was
protesting now.
1932, right?
Well, Lockheed back then and Lockheed now still makes commercial planes. I just
True.
thought it was neat because I was like, you know, maybe.
I mean,
don't get
if you're
more planes in
trying
that
to
style?
like compare the situation to the Osprey, I don't think it compares.
I'm not. I'm just saying that it's neat.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so you say like they were able to obtain the license, and
Jeff, we're not used to you not starting controversy.
I know.
No, I
like,
just want to see like
I was trying to contradict you, and not sure about what yet, but
No, like I like it'd be cool if we got like a 19 like I'm gonna throw out the Rocketeer. If they threw out like a Rocketeer like situation where we got like
Oh, that'd be sweet.
an air race or something like that, that'd be really cool. And you know, because they got the things now for it. That'd be
Gotcha.
cool. And I wonder how Brick
Yeah,
is going to do about that because you know they have the licenses for a couple planes. Anyway,
yeah, definitely it's a full Lockheed logo. That's really cool. But I think like this specific tail logo was, if you look at the maybe I can look it up. If you look at the actual Vega 5B airplane from the Smithsonian Museum, the original one is there. It's kind of like specific logo for this specific aircraft. It was like a promotional logo for this flight, I think. So it had like the model designation in that logo in the original aircraft.
it certainly did because she was the first person to try to attempt to do that. Up
That was
until
like that was a big promo for the company.
So like sponsorship for people was back then too was a thing. So that's kind of cool, right? And then she crashed, and then she was eaten by coconut crabs.
Whoa, wow, look at this. Inside information.
Let me just share a quickie screen right here, so I can show you guys.
Brian, was it take your
We're going to a
son work
nerdy
today
stuff
for,
of
like, a
aviation.
few minutes?
Have you ever seen a coconut crab, Joshua?
I think so, though. I would need to see a photo to confirm that, but I think so.
Can you show my screen?
So the fun thing about coconut crabs, Joshua, is they can smell blood up to a mile away. So researchers think that when she crashed and her stupid co-pilot started bleeding all over the place, that led them to a gruesome death.
So see, like this is the Lockheed logo, but the star says Vega. I can zoom it in right now.
Okay.
But it's like it's a specific logo for this particular aircraft. So that's like kind of a licensed Lockheed logo, but from this specific frame.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
And Brixar is right. They did find Amelia Earhart on Star Trek Voyager. Turns out she was captured by aliens.
I don't know what this means.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Brian, is there legal trouble we need to be aware of?
No.
Okay.
Lawyer up.
Do I need to take care of something for you again?
No.
Okay.
All the things are
Do you
being
need
properly
something
taken
to
care of.
disappear again?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Are you
We're
sure?
all set. Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay, all right. I got Miles.
What else were we talking about while I had my leave of absence? Was it anything else in the Lego realm, or
It's
Mike
pretty
was just
slow
asking about Vidiyo. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah.
After
Oh
I just-
yeah, my Lego store correspondents and people in general are like, man, this looks like an awesome clearance section.
Yeah, I was saying like how my store, like how I talked to one of my friends, and he said like it's selling the slowest they can think it's selling. It's really slow.
Let me hop on my soapbox here for a second. A lot of these kids online are saying that this is the only series that there's going to be boxes, right? A lot of speculation with the collectible minifigures and the et ceteras and the whatnot. I'm 99% sure, and maybe April, she's not here right now, but eventually she can maybe circle back to it. But I'm overwhelmingly confident that they said that the boxes were the approach for this form of packaging and situation going forward, meaning that collectible minifigures will also be in boxes going forward for the environment, for COVID, etc. So this is going to be what you're going to get used to, right? So just keep that in mind when you're debating on getting these series and whatnot. I feel like this is going to be the approach.
Put your gram scales in your backpacks, kids.
You go ahead and start investing
Literally.
in those.
Literally.
I just lost one of my big skills. I just completely lost it.
Yep. Yes,
I
you
was
did.
so good at finding these, man.
I don't think it's
somebody-
going to be that big of a deal, though, because
I don't
what's
think so.
happening here is people are just buying the whole box, putting a cut down through the tape,
Yeah.
opening it up, seeing what's inside, separating the sets, and then halving it with somebody else or flicking them off.
Yeah, I
or-
think you're gonna see more like halving with a friend or something.
Yeah. I also think that in the shops,
Do you guys?
people are going to cut them open, and you're going to see a lot of open boxes in the shop.
Did you guys notice that because Lego stores used to be reluctant on selling you the entire box? I wonder if they do it, if they allow it right now. Because
They are. My luck bought 3
it
boxes.
just depends on the stock, I guess, like how many they have, right?
Probably.
Because like from my experience, like a Lego store would get only a few per shipment, say like 3, 4, 5 boxes of these. So selling one to a single customer means like kind of like screwing other customers over, for them. So I wonder, like probably the big box stores would be more keen on that if they they have bigger stock. But a Lego store usually would get just a few per shipment.
Yeah, I
So I
think
wonder
that-
if they're gonna change the policy on that.
I don't know. I mean, this is something that we're going to see come into full effect with a more in-demand series. As cool
Yeah.
as the figures are, they're not going to drive the sales single-handedly, especially with the amount of integration that it has with the app. And I think a lot of people, once this series is gone, are going to realize, oh, this is what we're going to see in lieu of having multiple minifigure series, because that's basically what this is. It's all original Lego characters.
Yeah.
Although it's Lego Vidiyo, it's original and they're very creative and cool. So instead of getting 16 per series, you're going to get 12, but you're going to see more things like this potentially.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait till series 22 and see.
Yep.
Pretty much.
I was never really that worried, to be honest, because I never did the packet feeling thing. I just grabbed them when I wanted them and got whatever I got. So, but I can understand, people's arguments about the whole collectible minifigs and having to buy multiples to get the ones you need. And
It was just like
but that's the deal with that kind of package. That's
it was a
what
creature of
they're
habit,
after.
for many collectors to just have these. We had 21 series of minifigures in plus the Disneys and Marvels, in like DC's in between, not Marvels, DC's in between, with all those it was just a habit for the community to just minifigures are coming, let's get ready to fill those out, right? And now it's a change after many years, so it's gonna be some adjustment for sure.
We have a bunch of retailers here who used to either have staff that would fill the packets and put them into set lots, or just put a wee slip in between on the back of the packet, peek inside and label them and sell them. So to be fair, if they continue to do that with these boxes, it's going to be even easier, because all you need to do is cut the tape and retape it, which essentially you've still got an undamaged box. So don't see it really being a big issue going forward, personally. But
Ben says that during the pandemic, you could actually select CMFs at Lego stores. They should make this the norm.
That's entirely dependent on the store itself. I know for the store that I have been to and worked at, it was a situation where we would try to upkeep with having things sorted, but the direct messaging from Lego was to not sort them. And it's not in the company policy to one way or another, but they encourage people to buy them because they want you to buy multiples so you can get the right ones that you want. And it is not the obligation of the store employees to fill out figures for you. Lots of people have that demand. It happens all the time that people are like, oh, but you'll fill them all out for me, right? No. And now with those boxes, it's literally impossible. So
because
honestly,
I know
my experience. Sorry, go ahead here.
I was just gonna say, like, me working at the Lego store in the past, I remember there would be times when like parents would come in and they're like, "Can you help us fill this out?" But like when you're working, like, and you're on shift, you can't take all that time to just sit there filling out packs because you have to be at the register or you have to be assisting another customer. So like, if you can help, if you can take a slight time out to do it, go ahead and do it. But you also got to remember that there's other stuff to do in the store.
In my experience, it was based on the day, on the manager's mood. It was like slow day. Somebody comes in, there is nobody else there, sure, fill them out. But it was like, we're getting like memos from the corporate saying like, these are not supposed to be sorted or anything. Because I had on a downtime, we would like sometimes sort them and label them like slightly in like a sticker note. But one day the manager would allow it, and the other day the manager would say like, nope, like just put them down, throw it in the box, just let people buy them.
That's a larger discussion with that goes back into what it takes to get a good survey at the Lego store, which would always be the drive behind doing that. Is if you're going to be difficult, fill out the survey so we can get good reviews and maintain that. And that's a whole other thing. But they typically don't. You're not supposed to do it because that's what corporate says.
It's technically against the policy. Sometimes like the manager would allow it because we needed good surveys on that week or something. Like, hey, we're like running the evaluation by the end of the week, and get some surveys by helping people out there on any way you can. So if that was filling minifigures, so be it. So you were just filling the minifigures.
Yep.
So it depends on the day on the manager.
And then when they don't do the surveys, it's like, okay, cool, whatever, sure.
Yeah, especially if the store is busy, just don't do it. Just say, oh, I'm sorry, you just had some like excuse to like not do it.
So I know I'd be very happy if I were a Lego store employee. I'm like, well, I don't have to feel anything anymore. I'm done.
I kind of liked it because it made the time pass by, and I got some high fives because I was good at it. So. But overall, like, sometimes like everybody asks for it, and you're like, okay, whatever,
Joe is asking, do the surveys do anything? They are very integral to the store experience. And they sometimes are the most massive pain in the butt to fill out. And if you go to the Lego store, PSA for everybody out there, we got 112 people watching right now. If you're going to the Lego store and you have a good experience there, good enough that you can take the 3 minutes it takes to fill out the survey online, that could be the difference between somebody at corporate being like getting a talking to for that store manager or otherwise. Just do it. I have a habit of doing it when I go there as a regular, customer, and I sometimes forget too. Admittedly, we all do. But if you're out there and you like the people at the Lego store, have them write all their names on the very bottom of it. List all those people off, and then just keep doing it.
It helps because managers track it, and there's one of the higher indexes for customer satisfaction comes from surveys in Lego stores. Managers get checked on that from the regional manager every week in a Lego store, at least in Southern California. Just gonna add, like, employees get shout out if you like write somebody's name on the receipt. Those employees do get I got shout outs, and I got like free stuff or like extra breaks, or
which that's not guaranteed for every store, by the way.
It's by the manager, but the employees do benefit from that if the manager is really paying attention. So they do matter. They actually do matter.
Demer's saying, like all the other surveys, only the highest numbers matter. If you do it, rate it a 9 or give it all 10s. Anything lower than that is a negative. If you rate it an 8, corporate's like, what did you do wrong? And it's the most asinine, it's the most backwards and stupid way of looking at it, and it's broken and it's got to get fixed. But that's not my position anymore. but that's how it is. Anything lower than an 8 or 9, don't even bother.
That's how the land surveys are always like that too. I've never understood that. Like literally, if you don't rate it like 9 or 10, then the next category down is like I hate this or something.
Yes.
Welcome to the retail world.
Even if it wasn't skewed that way, though, like even if you said like 5 is middle of the road, no.
Mm-hmm.
When corporate looks at that, 8 is like you need a talking to, and
Right.
it's ridiculous.
It's the retail world in the US at least.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And Lego stores can be awesome, but they fall in the same category. Anything below like super great, it's bad for the store.
And I'm sure like me, Mike, and Kirk could go on a whole tangent about all the
Oh, yeah.
expectations for the stores and like the secret mystery shops, and that's a whole other thing too. But that happens retail
Let me
everywhere.
just tell you that secret mystery shoppers, like if you had like 2 mediocre ones in a row, for example, you would have like a one-on-one with the manager, like real quick. So it's a big deal. Like that's the retail world in the US. Everybody holds you to higher standards in most cases.
Yeah.
Speaking of surveys, like real quick, there was a thing I found that's very funny. I think it was like a week or two ago now. I was filling out a VIP member survey on Lego Shop at Home, and there was a typo in the question. I will try and focus this in real quick. Hopefully, that will focus. All right. So when you read this, you hopefully will notice the typo. That's right there.
Which
It's
Lego
meant to
these?
Yeah, exactly.
These?
But it's supposed to be saying which
These.
Lego themes do you
Yeah.
purchase most often? So I found that funny. I'm just like, okay, that's interesting. I'm wondering how that happened and how has it not been fixed? Along with some other stuff that people pointed out to me. They were like, certain themes that are on there should not be there because they're retired, like Unikitty and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Clearly this has not been
Sounds like somebody needs to be fired.
Franco's asking about mystery shoppers. What are those? So there is a program that you can do, and it's not available. It's mostly it's a certain network where basically you can go in and say, I want to sign up for a mystery shop.
Yeah.
And the company, the whatever, will allocate a mystery shop to a person. So as a mystery shopper, you go into a store and you literally take a mental note of every single little thing that store
You have
does.
a list of things you gotta do actually.
But not a paper list, not a paper list. It's a mental list,
It's not
and they
like
got to check all the
checking in.
boxes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it needs to be everything from did you get greeted at the store? Did you hold a physical product? Did they ask you about the gift of purchase? Did they blah, blah, blah? Literally every single little thing.
It's like 2 pages of questions.
Yes. And this goes out to a random person who, they could make note of every single little thing, but it also depends on like who that person is. Are they going to remember all these different things? Are they going to care as much? Are they going to, put as much effort into it and whatever? So all of what these experiences are based around people that may not even do their end of what they need to do correctly. And I know at every Lego store, they get 2 mystery shoppers per month. Okay. And they're not in the community. They're not people like you as an AFOL will not get one. You can't like fill out this. It's different from the surveys. And so those 2 mystery shoppers per month could mean like the end of the world for some store or be the best month they've ever had. It is so overwhelmingly dumb how reliant Lego brand retail judges the in-store experience based off of the expectations that the employees are meant to have for all the customers. I know when I'm at the Lego store, a lot of people, when I was greeting them, the thing you're supposed to do is welcome to the Lego store today. How are we doing? All right. Is there anything
More
we can
than
help
that,
you with?
sometimes there's a certain phrase you have to use.
Right.
Yeah, there's a certain
It's
phrase.
like to the point.
Okay. What's the phrase, Kirk? What's the phrase?
Okay, I'm trying to remember.
Who is the
Who are
gift
we getting
for?
a set
Yes.
to?
Yes.
Like
It's something like that.
Like, welcome
yeah,
to Lego
it's
store.
something along those
Yeah.
lines.
So
You have
you're
like 3
supposed to-
options.
You're supposed to ask every single customer who's getting the gift today. Now, most people that walk into
That
the
sounds
Lego store,
stupid, like,
they
yeah.
don't want to be bothered. They're like, hey,
Exactly.
I
That's
say,
true. That is
hey,
true.
how you doing today? Good. All right, you looking for anything in particular? Awesome, cool. I'll be right over here. And if you have any questions, let me know. But that's not the correct way to go about it. So there's all these different expectations, and it's unrealistic. It needs to change. And I could stand on this soapbox for hours. And if I got on if I got a call with Lego brand retail, I'd be like, Let's go. Let's
No,
change
the
this.
funny
You
thing
have,
is
like,
that
those
mystery
customer-
shoppers are also completely unaware what Lego is.
Yes,
Sometimes they
have no idea.
It's like, and it's, I'm not saying because nobody is like crazy like us about Lego, but there are so many mistakes on the surveys. Like they don't remember your name. They completely misanswer the questions. Because if you get a mystery shop, I as an employee, I see my report. I see those answers, and my manager would give it to me. Like I got like a high score or like low score, but some I have to read through it and like see like if I remember this experience specifically. And I got so good to the point that I remembered specific mystery shoppers because they had a budget. They were in my time they weren't able to spend more than $40.
And Isabel's
and like
comment right
and
here. Isabel's comment. Highlight this right here if you can, Josh or John.
Yeah.
If you've been in retail long enough, you can tell who the mystery shopper
Oh
is.
yeah, like they were like
100% you can tell.
they were trying to like act natural, but I was like, okay,
never
that's a
do.
mystery shopper, and basically I switch on my switch in my head, like, hey, I gotta treat this person like exactly to the protocol, because like I know I'm gonna get 100% out of this because I have to ask the right questions.
You're like an FBI profiler at that point.
And that was because those people like I remember the mystery shoppers and I would do the perfect survey, but like I see my report like 2 weeks later and like they this guy with black hair, like have brown hair for example or whatever, and like they would like make so many mistakes. And imagine if somebody cared less and their like dumb questions or answers would bomb you the score for the month, and the store would get a call from the regional manager. This
There's
is
2 a month.
stupidest thing ever.
2 a month per store, and then the regional manager gets called and somebody gets talking to, and it's the most ridiculous expectation.
It's outsourced. It's like an agency that provides mystery shoppers, but they don't train them very well. They don't care. Like some people will be like very into it, but some just do it. It's like a mom with 2 kids doing this in like a spare time. And they just like a good mystery shopper would spend like 25 minutes in the store and like really interact with you, but some of them last like 3 minutes and they do the full survey in 3 minutes, and you would like, okay, this is a bad mystery shopper, I gotta get it better. And so she remembers what my name is, how I look like, what did I actually say, because they can misinterpret it on the survey. It was stupid. It was utterly stupid sometimes.
What I'll say is you will get the best customer experience out of any retail store ever by being at a Lego store compared to like anywhere else. So the fact that Lego is so stringent on that and wants to maintain a high bar of quality, sure, just like a Chick-fil-A, they're very formal, they're whatever too. But like you're objectively baseline getting better service anywhere else. Sorry, I keep interrupting you, Jeff.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
So the thing about the surveys in the store and the mystery shoppers is that's it's been going on for a while. We all know this, but if you look at the marketing representation of what happens after you have a mystery shopper or a survey taken in your store, the store will either increase in popularity and increase in the way that they treat their employees as well as the people coming in, the customers and things like that to get the job done. And once that's done, we'll hear about more and more good things about the store as opposed to the bad things in the store. But if it is a bad thing in the store, then we all know about it within a day, just because that's how the world works. But with those surveys and with the mystery shoppers and everything else, is you got to take the good with the bad. Like, you can't hate them. They are just trying to do a job. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like it's like you're saying, like without those, we wouldn't have more Lego stores around the country and around other places, because obviously, yes, we know Lego sells, but what's the icing on the cake? What's the cherry on top? Like, everybody can look at numbers and go, well, these sets are selling and we've made this much in our quarterly, but customer satisfaction is also involved with how they're treated, how they're talked to, what they're helped with, how knowledgeable the staff is, things like that. And a lot of people, a lot of awfuls, that's AWFOL, will go in and expect answers to like, hey, when's this set coming out, even though they saw it on Instagram a week ago, and like they know when it's coming out. They're just being jerks to test the Lego store employees, because not everybody's it's whatever, it's a job to them. So like having to keep that in mind, and also taking in those numbers from marketing and from surveys and from retail outlets and from retail incomes and things like that come in with it all. It's just another kink in the gear. Like, if we didn't have that, then we wouldn't have the positive.
But what we're trying to say with Brian is that Lego relies on mystery shoppers more than the surveys sometimes, than the surveys from AFOS. What drives the Lego store experience is the actual Lego fans coming over and taking the time to talk to the employees, to the brick specialists, and taking the time to fill out the survey, because you are more likely to receive a survey from a Lego fan who regularly buys from you than from like a random mom and pop hopping in to get a birthday gift. But they value the mystery shoppers higher than that, and I'm saying that mystery shoppers are not trained enough or caring enough to be a reliable source of information how the store operates.
If that had any kind of legitimacy to it, there wouldn't be other mystery shoppers in other stores. It wouldn't be something that stores would use. GameStop and ThinkGeek use them all the time. Walmart uses
That's a different beast. GameStop
yeah.
sucks. Other than the stock, I like the stock. Dan,
Diamond hands.
do you have to head out?
Yeah, I do actually.
yes,
I got to
sorry.
bounce. I got an appointment or a meeting, probably about now.
Okay,
Dan,
cool.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Yeah.
real quick. When fat guys leave, they say we have to roll.
I got to bounce.
That works
Oh.
too.
I'm not a financial advisor.
All right, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, you're wrong and you're right. That's it.
Yeah, it's not a perfect system, but when I was working at my store, I knew that I would sooner listen to the feedback of my store manager, because he knew what was best for the store, for the clientele, for the area, for what people liked. And although it obviously you got to have upper management and all that, the alarm bells can go off too quickly for the personal interactions with the employees, for them to say something when maybe somebody's having an off day, or like there's better things to do on a store level than to just judge it overall. And they take too much of the bad with the good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that makes it kind of interesting in a different perspective as well. When you look at it, it's a lot like a war. You've got the people in upper management that have their eyes on the war. Meanwhile, you've got the managers in the stores on the battlefield, and they see what's only in front of them, as opposed to the people in upper management that see what's beyond that. And they're having to plan for that and having to customize with that and everything else. And it's an interesting process. It's an interesting way to do business. I'll say that much.
I will agree with you, Brian. I think you kind of mentioned this earlier. I'm not the like over the top customer services that like Lego stores have, and some other places. Like those Lego stores are very small for the most part. It is not difficult to find someone there if you need help. I don't need someone checking in with me like constantly as I walk around the store about what am I looking for, things like that. I
have a
prefer
furniture
not
store.
to be bothered.
Now you feel that way, and
Wait,
you're
wait.
in Indiana,
Wait.
in New England especially.
Brian,
What,
wait.
Jeff?
Joshua, has that ever happened and you've looked at them and you've gone, I am beyond the brick. Get out of my way.
I have not, because that would be rude. So I don't.
He's just
Okay,
rocking the
okay,
shirt,
that's
you know, and
Just like,
So you're in the
Midwest.
Midwest. Now, you're part of the country. People are, generally nicer than people in New England, right?
True, very true.
And this happens in New England, where people will just be like, just leave me alone. Just leave me
Do
alone.
they really? Yeah, I've
Well,
never seen anyone do that.
I've been there's like a role that is specifically for the greeter, and I've been the greeter before, because I don't feel like ringing out customers and asking them, did you find everything okay today? Do you have your Lego VIP card? Do you need a gift receipt? Do you want this gift wrap? Do you want this in the bag? And all the other questions, especially when you're dealing with children that don't even want to be there, and they're screaming in your ear, sitting on the counter and wiping their, dirty diaper all over the counter. You got to disinfect it. It's a whole big thing. But I've been the greeter at the front of the store, and I've been like, welcome in. How you doing? Literally walk right by me.
I
over
wonder
and
if
over
that's
and over.
like by the state, because in California people talk a lot, and it's easy to just get talking like real quick.
Yeah,
most
no.
people.
For me, working in Georgia, it was like you would get some people that would talk, and you would get other parents that would just like walk right past you as
Yes.
you.
I had to get used to it. Like coming from Poland, which is a very reserved country when it comes to like street culture. Like people don't really chat to you on the street or in the stores, like in Poland. Coming to California, it's like, hi, how you doing? How's your day going? It's like the usual thing, and it's just like your throat after a shift in a Lego store was like, I can't talk anymore. It was like that. Like honestly, like I would rather not talk to all those people than talk, because everybody wants to talk here. Like I wonder if that's different in other states. I guess it is.
What's the worst is when you can be in the store and you can immediately tell this person doesn't want to be bothered, but you do the shtick anyways
But
because
you
your
have
manager
to, like,
tells you.
yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's going to be
yeah.
noted that you're like
Right.
not talking with anyone.
I have
Or
a
this
comparison.
person-
Yeah, I have a comparison because I work in a Lego store and I work in a movie theater. And movie theater is like, hi, welcome to AMC, right? And like people just pass you and get popcorn, whatever. So, but in the Lego store, you have to like kind of chase them to like get the full spiel, you know?
And you also have to deal with them trying to avoid you as much as possible because they're like, you're probably going to try and sell me some big set. I'm only coming in here for a certain thing. And, you know, it's that whole runaround.
But like, keep in mind that I'm not sure about you guys, but in the Lego store, I never got to the pushy attitude from a manager.
Oh, no,
I was never told like,
no.
okay, we gotta do sales today. Maybe some days,
No.
but like it wasn't like pushing the big sets ever.
No,
like,
you know why? You know why you never got that pushy talk is because Lego sells itself. You don't need
Exactly,
any employees there. Like you could literally have everything in the store and like everything. Like you understand it the way the stores are laid out, how bright it is in there. Like people understand the value of what the set has. Most of the time, you're helping people. You know, the aunt who's looking for a gift for their nephew, like the $20 set. Or you're having a girlfriend who's trying to,
like,
bring their boyfriend
like,
in and convince him to buy the set.
Walking to a Lego store is very different. Like just because a person shows up to the Lego store, it usually means something. It's not like you're walking into a Walmart.
Right.
No,
Like,
there's a purpose you go to a Lego store for, and it's like brand loyalty. You specifically want a Lego set, you know that. You usually walk in. A lot of people are like window shopping, that's for sure. I do it all the time to see what just came out. But like usually a person coming to a Lego store has a better ground of talking to you than like person walking to a Walmart because they have a specific purpose and they know what they walk into, and like, you know, the brand loyalty, the brand positivity, all that stuff comes together. And usually a Lego shopper is like a nice person to talk to in most cases. But yeah.
Like I know for me, at least at that store I was working at, there would be times when like you would get someone on the phone, like a wife or something, or a girlfriend, or just like walking on the phone, and you greet them. They're like going to like the section where all the big sets are because they're on the phone talking to like their husband or their boyfriend. Like, okay, what set are you looking for? And then they just pick it up, and they already know what to do because the person's already giving them the instructions. So it's like, okay, clearly it can't really, you know, help you that much because you already know what you're looking for exactly. I'll just ask you a question like, okay, what are you looking to get? And then like they either just ignore you or just kind of answer, and then that's it. But
so we have a perfect test case here because Jeff literally just went to the Lego store.
Yeah.
So Jeff, what was your experience when you walked in?
When I walked in, the assistant manager, whatever, greeted me. He asked how my day was. He greeted me by name, because we know each other. He asked me what I was looking for, and I said, well, I'm looking for the Amelia Earhart set. I called you yesterday about putting a blacksmithy shop to the side. He said, oh, you're the gentleman that called. I said, yes. He got it for me. He was like, do you want to hold on to this, or do you want me to put this up on the counter? I said, just throw it on the counter. He said, okay. And he asked me if I could, if you needed help with anything else. I didn't. I did a quick look around, couldn't find the other thing that I was looking for. And then he like politely came up and was like, look like you're looking for something. And I said, yeah, I'm trying to find trouble on Tatooine. He said, we just got those in. We haven't put them out yet. So it's always a pretty enjoyable experience in Oklahoma for like these people. But like in Vegas and in Phoenix, holy crap, horrible experiences. The only upside to the Vegas and Phoenix ones is that the stores are neat and like there's extra stuff there. Oklahoma is your everyday retail brand Lego store. And Oklahoma is also the one where Brian and I are accused of being partners in the long-distance relationship.
Which is weird. Where's the Vegas one? Is it in Vegas proper? No.
It's in Vegas proper. It's at the Fashion Show Mall. It's in South Vegas, about a block away from the Pawn store, that whole Pawn, whatever show it was.
I feel like there's probably a lot of people that walk in there who are Vegas people that are,
They're
disgruntled.
I had to go to Vegas when I was working for whoever, I don't remember who. I basically lived in Vegas for the most part. And I was at the Lego store every weekend because I was making good money, I was getting paid a lot, And so I was like, I'm just going to buy some Lego stuff. And it was their employees, I don't know what the turnover rate was, but I never saw anybody twice. It was always somebody else in the store and always somebody else. Yeah, Penn Square, that's the one. And it was always the one that it was just horrible. Like they had cool displays, and they always had like, looking back on like the Penn Square Lego store and the Fashion Show Mall Vegas store, Lego store. The one in Vegas always had like a better selection of tiles. When I go to Oklahoma,
Yeah, the pick a brick is a whole other thing too. The allocation.
I hate I've talked to the folks there before, and I'm like, how many times have you guys asked to like get tiles or whatever? Like, oh, constantly. And I look at the wall and I look at them and I'm like, okay.
So basically, there's like a selection that a designated person can pull from to load up the wall with stuff, and it's almost always garbage. And the good stuff is gone almost immediately every time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how it is at the store I used to work at, like all the time. Like sometimes, one of the people I used to work with, they'll post like whatever parts on the wall, and they're like, I'll call like a few seconds later just to see like how things are going, talking to them and they're like, all those parts are gone. Like as soon as those come in, they're gone. And that's just how it is because you have the people that are in lugs. Like I think there was like one major lug that used to go to that store, or still does go to the store like a lot. So they're going to be looking for certain parts like that are going to be useful for mocks and collaboration type stuff. So that's kind of how it is. And then whenever you get to the store, it's like you deal with what's left there, and then you just kind of deal with that. Like that's how it was for me. When I went to Brick Fair, Virginia, the first time going there, all those parts are gone because you have people from the convention. Everyone's trying to get to the store to see what parts are there because
isn't that store super far away from the show?
Yeah.
Why do people go? Like
I don't know. I was asking. Here's the thing. I was asking people at the convention. I was like, "Is anyone going there?" And there were some people that were like, "No, we're not going to go." And I think it also has to do because of how far away it is. Like I wasn't even
probably
sure.
People group up.
Yeah, so that's like what I was trying to do, and I'm like, okay.
Ben brings up
trying to get there
too. I was told this in Vegas as well. Some stores get a priority on what part selections they're allowed to pick from. Is that true at all?
I don't know that. I will say that the store I worked at in the Northeast was the one of the highest profit stores of the bunch, and it was still whatever.
Well, I mean, next to New York City,
different regions technically.
But I mean, next to New York City, you guys are one of the busiest stores, right?
Yes. And Connecticut, there's one location in Connecticut that's relatively busy, but square footage to foot traffic wise, the store I was at was like, yeah.
Well, I mean, I noticed that, like, I know it's just the layman's terms because I don't have the working or job experience that you guys do from there, but like, I've been to the California Lego store near Disneyland, and I've been to the Florida Lego store near Disneyland, of course. And the store layouts are a totally different vibe and a totally different like feeling than it is in like the normal retail stores. That's just part of the show, right? As far as putting on.
Did you go to Legoland? Or no, the Lego store in Disney
Springs? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just different. Those are flagship stores. So Disney Springs stores, New York, like Flatiron, Rockefeller Square Center. Those are like the big boys. Those are like, none of the ones in the Northeast are like that because none of them are flagship stores. And obviously Legoland Discovery Centers are different beast, which is why you'll see sets released early there when they're not supposed to. Those employees tend to care a lot less than the typical Lego employee too. So
I haven't been to a Discovery Center yet. There's one down in Texas, and we're just waiting to get our first round of vaccinations before we travel, but I think we're going to head down there. Maybe I'll put a video together.
They're weird with because you can't go in as an adult. You have to have kids, so it's always a weird situation.
You can shop.
Covered. We have Rent-A-Kid.
Or you have Rent-A-Kid too. There you go.
Yeah, you can
people that will pass as
the actual amusement sort of it.
Yeah. Discovery centers are cool to at least visit once. You see the inside of them.
I've been to two. The one that was during Philly Brickfest, and then one in Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so like, that's the thing that's fun about the Lego stores is that we talked heads over heels about them, but like the mom and pop brick shops, like there's Bricks and Wheels up in Washington, the Oregon area. There's Bricks and Minifigures across the United States. there's the Brickmania retail stores, and there's the Atlanta Brick Company, the Holy Grail Lego stores apparently. And like,
have you been there, Jeff?
no, I not yet.
Oh, you got to go. It's great.
I want to. Either this year or next year is the year that all the things happen. But besides that, like, it's cool to see those stores like on video and stuff like that, and want to go to them. And the place in Ohio with that weird guy, Joshua, I can't remember his name.
That's a whole nother.
I know. I want to go see the Legoland band play, man.
I'm stunned by how popular our Atlanta Brick Co. video. We recorded like a 2.5 hour long tour of the store, the two guys that run it. And that video has like several 100,000 views. I don't even know what it's at now. It's crazy. I cannot believe how popular. And the comments that video gets are just so crazy. Like people who like so amazed by it and want to travel from around the world to visit and stuff. I guess it is unique, but I never expected that response when we were doing that.
That's a solid brand then.
What I think is funny is that after you made that video, a whole bunch of other YouTubers had the same video with less content than you guys did. I laughed about that. I was like, y'all even know what you're doing? No? Okay. So it was funny to watch them play reporter and just be like, womp womp. And as opposed to watch you guys who are actually professionals and know what you're doing do it. So yeah, that was fun. Not to poo-poo on any other content creators.
Okay. That tickles nicely.
What shoot, I think someone else was asking what, like, I think it was earlier in the chat, but like in regards to like store experiences, was there anything that like kind of was like memorable for you, stood out, or anything like that?
Probably lots of bad memories.
Who wants to go first?
I wish Kevin was here to share all of his experience.
He's got a lot of them.
As like a store manager.
Yeah.
I can my store manager went through some things. Oh, hey, just good.
Hello.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay, I have to interrupt Justin. Jabbo, I was not taking a shot at you. I promise. Sorry if it seemed like that. Justin, no, definitely taking a shot at. All right.
Oh God! How's everybody doing? Sorry
good.
to interrupt.
When are you and Joshua and the rest of y'all coming to Boston to get donuts?
Hey, dude, I'm down. I'm legit down.
I'm there.
Down.
I would love to go
when
places,
it's
like,
like to travel, whatever.
You know what?
I'm down.
Just
like,
today, my boss went to Hawaii today. My friend is on a skiing trip. He called me like 2 hours ago, and I'm sitting here. We have a bunch of Lego guys. You know what?
Pretty great.
I need a vacation. Right? We need a vacation. Everybody.
Hey, my girlfriend visited me from New York for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, so wait, you have an excuse to be in the area.
No, I've been to New York, but Boston I've never been to in my life. I don't think I've ever.
Oh, well, that's a pretty short flight there, Justin.
That's a train right away.
Dude, it's coming. Don't worry.
Hey,
You saw the donuts.
Justin,
so
when you go to Boston, can you promise that you'll make a video with me giving you a tour of the USS Constitution and talking about 19th century naval warfare?
Yes, I will. He'll get 1 million views on my channel too. Okay, we're doing it. Let's do it. That's it. No. Right now, I'm building the Winnie the Pooh set.
Nice.
Anybody building stuff?
Yeah,
well,
the speech.
We can do a check-in.
Don't show off, right? Showing off your donuts, showing off your complete set. This thing has taken me like 5 days already. Like I'm I'm such a slow builder, but I get distracted too easily when I'm building and stuff like that.
Yeah. we can check in on the molding machine here.
The molding machine. Ooh, okay.
So this is so he's got this thing. You twist this on the side.
Okay, that's
like
awesome.
That's like what molds the pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing.
And then it's got these doors here.
Okay.
That open up and kind of show the controls.
Okay.
Cool.
I didn't make a video on that, and now I'm gonna make a video on that because that looks great. Like I didn't know that has those features. That's awesome. I like that.
He's like halfway done too. With the machine itself.
Oh, guess what? I want to see the final product.
Oh, shoot, I just unplugged my headphones so I can't hear anybody. So
Okay.
Quick,
yeah,
we can tell them we like ladybugs more. We can tell them we like ladybugs more.
I love
I can hear you
ladybugs.
guys now. I can hear you guys. Hey,
Hang
I
on.
can hear you guys. All right. Special warfare, whatever. All right. Excuse me as I open up the next bag.
Oh, you're not gonna mute yourself.
It's common courtesy to mute yourself, Justin. You are not above muting
Oh
yourself.
my
muting
gosh!
yourself.
All right, I'll mute myself. I'll mute
you go.
myself for 1 sec. Yeet.
Jeez, all these kids thinking they can
See what
not
I mean?
be muted.
Professionals, Joshua. Professionals.
That's right. That's what we try to bring.
Kids, you're like, I mean, Brian, you're not much older than me. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure we're the same age. So
I've never revealed my age. You want me to reveal it now? What
no,
age are you?
I feel like yeah, I've seen. I
You're
feel
what?
like-
25. You're 25, right?
Yes.
Okay, here it is. Just too good age reveal. Am I going to do it here? Screw it. Let's do it here. I'm 23.
Well, oh my goodness.
Look at that.
That's legendary. First ever.
I know,
Right
you
from
know,
beyond the
okay.
brick.
Yeah, great. Don't make it a big thing because I should take advantage.
John,
Just
clip
make a
it,
video.
clip it, John,
My
clip
age
it right
reveal. Oh no!
It's recording. It's everything is recording.
People,
It's on
legit.
tape.
People have been asking for that. I'm not kidding.
Why? What?
Why?
Like, I know, right? I don't know.
I remember the first time we went to Justin's house and did a video with him several years ago. Like shortly after, like the next month, we were at Brick for Alabama, and some kid came up to me and was like, "I'll give you $5 if you show me a photo of Justin."
You know what you should have said?
You could have just showed a picture of my face. I mean, I'm a
I mean,
mantis.
I would say
What
that
do you need?
that's pretty old for a mantis. I mean, 23.
I mean, if you think about it,
How long-
Justin, if you think about it, the next time you go to a convention, right? You definitely, do the face reveal or whatever. Then charge $50, $50 a picture
yes.
with you.
Money.
10%.
Actually,
I
I think I might have some footage of Justin.
Oh,
Mike, you totally do.
But
But,
I'm-
you're not going to do that.
No, I'm not. I do have a ledger.
I'm a
you know?
mantis. He has footage of me as a mantis. You know, like what is it going to be?
live in
But
your
he's
mantis
transforming to a human being occasionally to eat
Yes.
donuts or
The
stuff.
metamorphosis.
Mantis
yeah.
has problems with eating donuts and drinking coffee. You know, it's a bit of a.
All right, so here's the thing. So if you all are ever at a convention, you see these knuckleheads and then a guy you've never seen before.
No, we know what you look like.
This guy knows everyone, and yet I never seen him. You know, it's kind of
Who,
Kinda
Justin?
sus.
just add the dots, connect the dots here. You know.
My favorite bit maybe ever was when we did that tour of the game studio, and I offered you, Justin, a donut, and you were like, no, that's all you. I'm like, all right, man, thanks, man. Donut.
I'm
Keep doing the
sorry.
tour. One of my favorite moments.
I have it on tape. I have it on tape.
That's the
So-
thing.
I was recording. You
You were there just awkwardly. You had the head on. You're like, oh, never mind. Oh, okay. All right. Let me just
Everybody
tour
has
this
their head on
professional
their own
game
head.
studio.
It wasn't
donut in
scripted.
hand.
It was the best. It wasn't scripted
Hey,
at all.
I will say this. Yeah, legit. I talked more to Mike than Brian then. Like, but now it's like I love you guys all.
Listen,
I was so
Justin,
awkward then.
as soon as you realize that I am the #1 Lego content creator,
Oh,
yes, better than you.
Yes, yep.
I'm
it's
better than
true.
you. Did you know
Hey,
that?
Here you go. Yep. Well,
Unquestionable.
it ain't 2 for nothing. You should be Brian 1.
Right.
Number 1 YouTube Lego.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm glad
There you
that
go.
you've realized this. Thank you.
There you go. You know, honestly, I should just give you my whole Lego collection. I'll give you my channel, honestly.
I don't want Listen.
Here
Listen.
you go.
I'm trying
Here's
to
the
get rid of
password.
stuff. I don't want
Byron's
more
Bay
stuff.
22.
No.
Oh, shoot.
No, we're good.
Nope. Okay.
I think if I did appear on your videos one time and I wore a cockroach mask, that might, we have the whole bug ensemble.
Nope, you lost me. You lost me when you said it was a mask. The end. Bam.
Oh right, no, because I am a cockroach.
I'm number
I
one
forgot.
again. I'm number 1 again. No.
Yes,
I'm gonna
of
change my name to
course.
just number 1. Good. Watch out.
I gotta
That's it.
appreciate the mantis there, Brian.
Oh
Hey.
wow. I guess I just won't bring you to get donuts.
Oh, okay. Well, about that, we can make Mantis could talk to Cockroach, Bam, relations,
Well, the Mantis could talk to the cockroach. A little bit.
Is that because Brian just turns up everywhere you least expect him?
Yeah. There you go. It's like, there he is.
Daft Punk is disbanded. Somebody gotta replace them.
Oh, that's true.
A cockroach and a mantis. Come on.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
You just need you gotta make some music.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yep.
Let's call it hashtag marketing.
Real talk though. Am I the youngest or Kirk? Are you the youngest?
Kirk is.
I'll be the
Kirk's
youngest.
12 years old, Justin.
No, that is not
Okay.
true.
Joshua, that's not true. Kirk is 11.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
After he cut his hair, that's like a 10.
All right, 10-year-old Kirk here.
No, I am 19 going on 20. So
Okay. Well,
Going on 20. What is this, the Sound of Music?
Oh no. Oh boy.
I legit got to mute because I didn't even pour out this friggin' bag.
Okay, there he goes.
What are you building, Justin, right now?
He's building Winnie the Pooh. He said earlier.
All right.
Nice.
With that Pooh power.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh boy.
Hey,
did you guys know that Winnie the Pooh's...
I'm back. Wait, what was that? No, that Winnie the Pooh what?
Oh no, I was just asking what you're building.
Hey, Winnie the Pooh set. Got it early. Still taking forever to build it, but What's the Lego talk?
I was just going to ask you what your thoughts were on Vidiyo. I know you talked about it in your content, but now that you have at least one other person that was in the Vidiyo call with you. Bing, bang, boom. By the way, you won stuff, right?
I know. Yes, okay. I do. I didn't realize that first, but yeah. I was like, what? I was a global winner. I was like, okay.
Right. So I saw you got the whole box of Vidiyo figures, and I'm like, does this dude know he's getting all these for free? Like, does he realize this?
I legit didn't I didn't realize it until very recently.
So wait, there was
I was like, oh, okay. What was that?
There was a contest?
Yep.
For us that were on the Vidiyo call, so we had to do like best music video, best album art, best whatever. Oh, no, and so I won best music video. April B won best album art, and then you won, I forget what
stage. I think it was. Yeah.
And then he also won best stage thing, I think, for like the globally, because there was all different calls and stuff. So he's getting Olive Wave 1 and then Olive Wave 2, which we don't know what that is whatsoever. Oh, wow. And awesome. Yes.
I wish I wish I would have known that before I bought all these video boxes.
Yeah, I was gonna. I thought about reaching out to you on Twitter and being like, "Man, you got all these, right?" But you do what you want. All right. I thought it was just a part of like the next $700 haul you're talking about on YouTube. I'm like, all right, sir, go for it. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh well.
So
the best part, wave 2.
What do you think of Vidiyo in general? The app I know you don't care about, which most AFOLs don't care.
Yeah, the app I think is bad in general. I think even for kids it's bad. Yeah, like because it barely works, and as a video maker, am I wrong? You can't export the music video still from there, which doesn't make.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, I think it needs to be approved by the team first. And then you can export it to wherever. But I also haven't seen any clips on Twitter or anything.
No, nothing. Exactly. And even more scummy is you can't screen record it. The original beta version you could screen record it, but on the new version you can't for iPhone. But what did you say, Kirk?
Oh wow.
No, I was just saying. I was just about to ask people were like possibly screen recording stuff because I know how,
the beta version you could, but this is just for iPhone though. It might be different for Android because Android
might be.
Yeah, which I got to switch to Android at one point. But at the end of the day, I love minifigures from Lego, and this gives like a bunch of crazy minifigures of and colorful. Like I love weird color, all those different colors. I love when things get super colorful instead of gray or whatever. And I love that aspect of it. But the boxes that are $20, I think, are way overpriced. They should be half the price. And the mystery boxes is a problem for a lot of people, and I understand why, because we went from blind bags to mystery boxes, and that seems like a step backwards. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I don't have a big problem with it because I love opening up random booster boxes that you can't tell what's inside, and I think that's a different product. But I totally understand why the Lego community sees this as a step You
talked about it in your video that it's the same idea with trading cards. Same thing.
Yep. Yep, exactly. Which is why I don't have too much of a problem with it, and I love trading cards. Like I loved opening up Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but that is a problem if you don't like the mystery format of that, because you're spending money for more. Like I get it, like so I totally understand, but that's where I stand on it. I don't think it's going to do well, unfortunately, which sucks because it seems like the Lego reception, the community reception has been bad. And I think there's potential for like great minifigures, which is why I want it to last on. But like I understand, like it was, I don't know, like it to me, like somebody made a great point in the comments. Maybe they could have made an app or something where you scan like the back of the barcode and like you play a game on your phone and it can determine what's inside once you play.
Well, that was hidden inside.
Yes, but you can tell what's inside the mystery box.
Oh well, that could have been a thing. I think once we see Wave 2. I feel like that's going to be a complete series between the blind series and whatever the sets or figures, whatever it's going to be. Yeah. And then that'll be a complete thing. And then they'll probably judge it and be like, oh, well, this didn't perform that well, but maybe the sets are going to be super colorful and cool too.
Yeah. That's the thing. Because there's rumor. I think there's rumored bigger sets or something like that. Yeah. This was before everything. So, yeah, it's like 60 or stuff like that. So I'm genuinely curious what those are going to be. But yeah. That's my video.
But yeah, no, you made good points in that video, and if people haven't looked at it, definitely give it a watch.
Thank you.
Cafe Corner saying, but with trading cards, you have more that you're getting. With the blind boxes, you're only getting one. So if you don't get the one you want, you're out of luck.
That's a great point. That's a great point too.
Yeah, but also a lot of the people that buy those, Pokemon trading card, TC, whatever. Like you're opening and literally every video is, okay, I'm going to put 3 to the back. So that way we only care about the final card. So let's get through the garbage. Bam.
And that's 100% true as a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Because I can talk from the Yu-Gi-Oh perspective because I didn't mess too much with Pokemon cards besides the Pokemon TCG game for GB Game Boy, which was awesome. That's an awesome game. But the Yu-Gi-Oh format, it would be like commons, and then you would get one rare card. And now they have commons and one holo card and one rare card. The commons most of the time suck. Like they just they're not usable. They're not most of the time, and they're just like whatever. So I see both of those perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tricky situation, honestly, but that's why I love discussing it. Like it's so interesting. Yeah.
Milan said, I hope that the sets include minifigures. So from what our call was about was you cannot in the app have 2 of the same minifigure as a part of your band. So that to me, and I believe they said it as well, every single minifigure is going to be unique in every single capacity ever because there's no point in having a duplicate.
Yeah.
So
which I like. I think that's a strong thing.
Right. All the sets and all the series and everything, they're all going to be unique figures, which is great. You're not getting like a Harry Potter situation where you're getting one figure in every set. And the llama is by far the mascot of the whole line, but you're only getting one llama. Maybe a different print, maybe, but even then, I doubt it.
There you go. They are reusing technically different prints, because like the first series has the red fox and the cheetah, and they both use the same headpiece. Like they both use the same pieces, but they're different prints. But yeah, like I totally get, and that's the thing. I love the minifigure. I'm a minifigure guy, so I love the creative minifigures they're bringing here because they are tropes we've seen before, but done in such a different way, and I love that.
So Justin, would you say that this is Fableland 2.0?
Fabuland, get it right.
Oh, I don't care about.
But would you say care about things I like?
It was a C ranking at best, Justin.
Whoa, you take that back.
I will take
a B. Your opinion should be my opinion. No.
Okay. So how about you make your own tier list? Go ahead.
I know.
You could.
But Fabuland 2.0. Fabuland 2.0 was technically Chima. This is Fabuland 3.0.
I thought Chima was the Thundercats.
That's true. It was also Fabuland and Thundercats.
Fabuland has never really died. It's always been there with a different form.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, this is actually. But the figures here are goofy anthropomorphic animals. So yeah, I guess it's more akin to Fabuland because Chima had goofy characters, but like it was taken seriously, which is like, ugh. Chima wasn't that good either. So.
Justin, have you picked up anything? Any good Blu-rays to add to your wall recently?
Heck yeah! I love that you asked that. But that's the thing. Like the movies I like I don't think most people would like. So it's hard to recommend them. But,
Okay.
Like I'm into Iranian cinema right now. Like it's
rather niche.
heck yeah, Iranian dude. Okay, like you want me to talk about movies? I can talk about movies.
What sort of
Kiarostami
movies is
amazing.
Iran pumping out these days?
Heck, dude, that's the thing. It's not these. This is classic Iranian.
Oh,
cinema.
okay.
Taste of Cherry by Abbas Kiarostami. That was one of my favorite Iranian movies I saw recently, and that got me into the director. So then I saw Certified Copy, and now I'm on Close Up by him. So those
Is it easy to find those movies, or do you have to really kind of search?
No, well, they're on the Criterion channel. So if you're into it, the Criterion channel has all of these. But yeah, just that, like, oh my gosh, I love this director so much that I'm gonna watch more Iranian directors. Like I never knew the cinema about Iran, and it's like freaking amazing. So
yeah, it's revolutionary because they weren't allowed to for the longest time. It was like when they had comedy shows finally come. The comedians had to go to like the end, like the middle of nowhere on the edge of a city, and it was one of the few times that men and women can sit together.
Oh my gosh! See, that context adds a lot. And like with this director, the Iranian government would literally not acknowledge him as an official director, and because his movies were so controversial, and it that makes me so freaking sad. And he passed away, and it's like.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is that Iranian film up to a certain point and Iranian just social things is all viewed as either this is propaganda that's good for us or propaganda that's bad for us. And so much like Hitler did in World War II, I'm not comparing the Iranians to the Nazis. I'm comparing that sort of dictatorship where the filmmakers were, propaganda makers. It's a whole thing. It's really. You and I should talk sometime about films, Justin.
So you do, Jeff. So you do like film?
Oh, sir. Yeah, I went to school for film school for a year and then dropped out.
So you appreciate film and the art of cinema.
there you go. It's like I love all types of movies.
Same.
It's that's awesome, Jeff. I literally didn't know that. That's so cool. So follow me or slide into my DMs, bro.
Yeah, have you seen Justin's film channel?
Yeah. That's the only channel. Sorry, Justin. That's the only channel of his that I really subscribe to.
Hey! No, honestly, it's the best policy.
The DMs are now closed.
That's it. No, I'm kidding. I love I love hearing that you follow my film channel. That means a lot to me because that's something I really want to take off because I love film so much.
It's an interesting concept. And also we've talked before. I chewed you out about a Wikipedia thing that my cousin saw. That you posted on your Twitter for Star Wars.
That's you?
That's me!
Jeff!
That's
oh
him.
my god, Jeff! I didn't know that was you.
Yeah,
I feel embarrassed now. I didn't know that was you. Oh my gosh.
It's all good.
That interaction was very important to me. So I really that interaction was very important to me. Legit.
All right. And I have nothing. I have nothing against you, bro.
I know that. From how that interaction ended, I knew you were a good person. Legit. I tried no. So that was. I didn't know that was you though, dude. That's awesome.
Brian thought I was trying to pick a fight with you when I told him what was going on. Are you trying to pick a fight with Justin? I was like, no.
That's the thing. I love constructive criticism is an extremely, extremely important thing. I love that was. What you did there, did teach me something legit. So, I really appreciated that.
The more you know.
My job is to dial Jeff back because he goes sometimes too hard in the paint, and I got to restrain. And
see, I like that Jeff just he goes for it. That's awesome.
Franco RAX, who do you think should have won the 1994 Oscar, Forrest Gump or Shawshank Redemption?
What a random question.
That is a very random question. I guess because we were on you said Shawshank?
Shawshank.
I've never seen Shawshank, so I can't
see it. What are these guys talking about?
Hey, I'm down for more movie talk, but if you want to switch to Lego, I understand. But
Josh,
Jeff,
let's talk about Ghostbusters.
How's that molding machine coming along?
I just finished Bag 5. I think I've got 4 of the 6, 7, 8, 9 still left, so I've got a fair amount left. Here, I'll pull this up here. Let's see. There we go. So I just added these sliding door portions to it.
Oh, interesting.
Like that. There you go. So you've got it's got a lot of big clear windows in it, so you can see inside and see what's going on, see how it works.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a good size too. I think it looks better than I would have thought here on display so far. I think it's a good size. You can kind of see all the details.
That looks cool.
I want to better understand this comment, and I'm not saying it's right, but I just want to draw attention to it. CC said, "Don't get lost in the sauce, Jeff. Brian is a lifesaver device. What sauce and what lifesaver device, and for who?"
I've been sober for like 2 years now. It's fine.
I was thinking like marinara sauce.
Yeah, I mean,
What
I don't
kind
really
of
like
sauce?
marinara sauce.
Why?
Because like it's always chunky and I'm allergic to onions, and there's always some sort of onion thing in there, and it's like, bleh.
You haven't. That's that Oklahoma sauce. Nah.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed the sauce from back east. If I'm being 100%, like, man, I want to get back to New York. Anyway,
Let's all
Just
go to
for a
Boston.
visit.
Let's all get soda.
yeah,
So-
we'll go to Boston. We'll go to Fenway. We'll have a delicious hot dog together. It'll be great.
Just like Lady and the Tramp, and that way that Lego store worker in Oklahoma can be validated.
No, customer.
Oh, it's a customer.
Oh, so Joshua, get this. So I'm at the Lego store on Saturday, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm buying the stuff, and this gal looks over at me, and she's like, "You look and sound familiar," and I was like, "What?" Because I'm just Jeff, right? And so she's like, "You look really familiar." I'm like, "Oh, that's weird." She's like, "You're on Beyond the Brick, aren't you?" I was like, "Well, I don't think that would be cool if you said it that
Somebody's
way."
getting famous.
But I
Oh,
sometimes
la la.
am part of the quarantine cast when Brian lets me.
That's what happens when you're a part of the most watched show on the internet.
So you're being recognized in the Lego store, Jeff. Wow.
I was,
That's pretty
and
cool.
she was like, "Your best question that she had was, I'm sorry, Brian, but I have to do it. How are you and Brian getting along in your long distance relationship with the COVID thing going on?"
Brian.
This is what we get for saying how we're going to eat a hot dog together, Brian.
I don't like Jeff.
I feel he was holding it for so long.
Got to keep the eyes on the prize. You know what I mean, Jeff?
Absolutely, sir.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same page, buddy. Emily,
We are.
Yeah.
I like how your hat, Brian, is slowly falling off the top of your head.
Yeah, that's basically how it makes me feel.
He's just falling into insanity. That's how it happens.
Oh my God, Just Too Good has just started following me on Instagram.
What?
Crazy, right? Whoa. Yeah,
I
had
don't
to go
think he even
back to
follows
that
me.
faithful
That's a
bit.
big one.
Well, I follow you. I follow
What,
you.
you do? What?
Let me see. Let me see.
I
Let
don't
me
know.
see. I'll
I think
double check.
I
If
do
don't,
follow you.
will.
I follow everybody. So.
Okay.
So, Kev,
Just, I don't care if you follow me.
Sure.
I don't need
You
your
don't care so
follow
much
to
you brought it.
validate me, Justin.
Brian is
Yeah,
in
you
the S
care
tier
so much
anyway,
you just brought it
so
up. Yeah.
He doesn't need followers to be the best.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Yep. Keep telling me that. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was the Game Loft sweatshirt you were wearing, Brian.
No, that doesn't fit me. I gained too much weight. I gotta.
Oh,
no.
Quarantine weight.
I'm so sorry.
My Game
Yeah,
Loft
I gained
sweatshirt
weight
is
before
my
the
wife's
quarantine, you're
favorite.
fine.
She loves it.
Oh, hey, yeah, it's comfy as heck, dude.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Follow back. Okay, yeah, Mike. Sorry. Okay. I follow
Brian,
you.
we'll send you
Now,
one of our custom Beyond the Brick pickleball shirts so you can go out and play and get some exercise.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it.
We'll just send you the sweater, son, from the pickleball team.
All right.
No, Justin, does this mean I have to? Oh, I gotta do the thing.
What?
So usually when somebody follows me, I follow them back. It's just be okay, all right, we're good. Apparently that's our.
Wait, did
back
you not?
one?
What? Okay. You weren't
Follow
following
fest
me.
now.
No, I was. I checked. We're good. We're good.
Are we doing?
How'd you
Are we
see
really doing
Twitter
this?
stuff? Were you
Are we
following
doing
me?
this? I sub to you, sub to me, sub for sub. Come
Sub
on,
for
everybody.
sub. Yeah, sub for sub.
sub for
2012. Let's do it. It's
In the
like,
comments
I
section.
blocked both Jeff and Justin, so it's okay.
Makes sense. The only reason I have a stupid Twitter account is because of Joey.
oh, Maniac for Bricks.
Yeah, because of Joey. Because we were bullying EJ or LJ.
That was not. Listen, we don't need to talk about the fake
You're right.
controversy.
Oh no!
right.
Oh no!
The Bionicle
Isabel,
fit-
I did follow you back. You just put too many Bionicle things on, so I put you on mute.
Oh man.
Brian's never going to be able to financially recover from this friendship, and I'm sorry.
There's gonna be
Was
one.
there some big Twitter controversy I missed?
Nope. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Yep, definitely not with
Everything
me
is-
either.
everything
Jeff
is
called me out on.
awesome.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
No. So after we did
Oh
The
no, we're really
Bionicle-
doing okay.
Yeah, after we did the Bionicle debate episode, there were specific and unspecific individuals across all social media platforms that were upset that we were invoking serious drama within the various Bionicle and Lego communities, but those people did not understand that we were joking. So I had a couple stern phone calls, and the situation was resolved. Tweets were taken down.
You make some
Apologies were said, and people were shutted up.
and and things disappeared
That's good.
Yes.
at the bottom of the ocean.
I'm glad that none of that came back to actual Beyond the Brick, and Brian, you just took the heat for all that.
And you know what? That's my responsibility as someone who's on the quarantine cast. I saved y'all the headache of at least 3 people.
Brian is the
out in street.
heat shield of Beyond the Brick. He just takes it all.
I'm the heat giver and the heat shield. Tit for tat.
You handle the controversy. You're our fixer.
Yes, both people
It's
and
like-
situations.
It's like public relations.
Yes, that is literally half of what I do is talking to people and mitigating conversations, and Jeff knows this all too well.
Brian yells at me when you guys aren't around.
Yes.
Oh no.
I tell him to do that.
Oh, well, all right. Well, never mind then. We're fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
So, any other set reviews or videos coming up, Justin, that you're excited for? Anything you got coming down the pipeline for us?
I got nothing down the pipe.
Nothing at all.
Really?
I don't believe it.
Definitely nothing.
I do not believe it.
Do not stay tuned. Do not subscribe because nothing's changing on the channel. But yeah, no.
Well-
I mean, the Winnie the Pooh set review. I gotta finish this sucker.
We kind of are going into a little bit of a lull soon with releases before summer, at least.
Yeah.
It's true, but
kinda-
here's what I did. Like, instead of rushing out to review everything, I think not only does it do better on my channel, but like I'm just not stressing out about reviews. So I have lots of spring sets to review. Like I got to do the Raya one, the Winnie the Pooh. I want to do some of those videos, but I'm just gonna take my time with it. Like I used to rush to like, well, let me put 1 billion videos out in one day, and it's like they would cannibalize each other. So screw that. I like the digital content too a lot more, where I'm not. Like I love editing on the computer and stuff. I'm like, I haven't done this in so long. I haven't done like a list and stuff like that. And I'm like, so I'm like back in the groove though. Like I'm so into it. I'm so hyped. I'm so energetic.
This is something I've wanted to publicly call you out about for a long time.
Oh gosh.
Have
What is
you
it?
edited your reviews on your phone?
Yep.
How many subscribers do you have?
Yep. 571. Bam.
And
Anybody could do it. That's why. Bam.
I remember specifically when we asked this when we asked
Working with what
Justin
I
this back in Toronto. I was like, "How do you edit?" And he's like, "Oh, I do it on my phone." when I'm on my toilet, I was like, "What?
Or in the bed.
How many subscribers
Not
do you have
just in the
again?
bed. Yeah,
What?"
Not just on the toilet.
And I'm here with my 2 giant monitors, a full Adobe suit, and freaking 3 cameras and lights for hundreds of dollars. And he's like, I just had it on my phone. I just had it on my phone. It's all good. Anybody can do it. I was like, what are you talking about?
If I'm filming it, it's on my iPhone.
That's
If
insane.
I'm editing on the computer, then
I'm
I use
still-
Sony Movie Studio. But yeah,
I'm
like,
still impressed, like how, like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to, like, you know, throw you under the bus or anything.
no,
because
I get it. Yeah.
Your content is great, but
I'm
like the
proud
way you
of it.
simplified it and the way what you can achieve with simplification, it's
love that.
mind-boggling. Like,
I love working with what I got. You know.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like
there's
I don't
no
have that
control.
mindset. I do not have that mindset. I feel bad because I spent probably like much more time on every single video, but I don't know. I know I
There
don't
you go.
have to. I know I don't have to, but I kind of like to.
But it's good
So-
to push yourself to do the best too. So I can see it. Like it's just different ways of working. But yeah, for me, yeah, I like.
I mean, I do
love
adore your
editing,
mindset and your like way of approaching this.
So. Heck, I
I've
appreciate
got
it.
a-
That's awesome.
I've got
I
a
wish I was like
telegraph
had the
here-
same thinking. Like just put it out there.
I got a telegraph here from Kevin Hinkle I have to read.
Oh shoot.
Uh oh.
Jeff,
Is
stop.
that legal? Do we need lawyers?
No, we're fine. It says,
Okay.
Jeff, stop. Is stop. Brian, stop. Doing stop. The stop. Quarantine,
No.
stop. Cast, stop.
Wait, am I doing the quarantine cast?
Yeah, I said this. You were. He said, good, stop. Could stop. You stop. Please stop. Ask stop. Him stop. About stop. The stop. Virtual stop. Run.
Jeff, this
stop,
isn't
question
funny.
mark.
The bit's not
We're
funny.
ready to move on, Jeff.
That was it. That
Talk
was
is too long.
Hey, you got me laughing. I got this. I
Telegram.
got this. I love seeing you guys react to this. It's great. I love
Jeff, do you realize
situations.
how many emails we get to Beyond the Brick account about you on these live streams?
No, how many?
Too many. Too many.
So I'm doing my job.
No.
God.
All right, I'm done now.
But no,
I'm actually legit done because I got to just to go. Like this is it.
Wow, here we go. Bye.
Sorry. Hey, come on. That was 30 minutes. I think. Give me that. Give me that.
Let's
That was
bump
a 30
this up
minutes.
to an hour, all right? Those are looking numbers.
I have a lot to do.
I'm gonna talk to your mom, Justin, and have her.
Talk to his girlfriend. Talk to his girlfriend.
Hey.
That's a bigger leverage. There you
Legit,
go.
I will say this. She might appear on, because I'm going on Cy O'Connor's stream. She might appear with me on there. So maybe I could get her in on one of these. If you guys want. I don't know. Is that
Everyone's
weird?
welcome. If we let
Is
you
that
on,
weird?
the bar is so low. So
Okay, if it's not weird, then sure. If it is weird, then I won't.
No, it's not weird. Go for it.
Okay, I'll try to convince her then.
Hold on, wait. Is she into Lego at all?
She loves Lego as a thing, but I wouldn't say she's
Okay,
into Lego.
so kind of not really. So this will be fun. Okay.
Oh, I thought she should be into. Okay.
No. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Well, bye, you guys.
I will.
Yeah,
bye. Oh, that was too soon.
He's couldn't even
Nice
let
one.
us say bye.
He just goes.
But no, in regards to like what you guys were saying earlier about like filming stuff on your phone, editing on your phone, like I did it for the longest, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Like you can get some really good
absolutely.
footage out of
How does that work though? I can't even fathom editing a video on a
Okay,
phone.
so I've had two phones in my time of being on YouTube. I used to use the Samsung Note 8, and I used that for the longest. So in terms of like editing software, you kind of have to look and see which one is the best, which will work for you, what you're comfortable with. So for me, I started off using Quick, which was the software by GoPro. And then eventually I moved on to Filmora Go, which is like their mobile version of their editing software for computers. And then eventually to some other software called KineMaster. I started using that more because it was more option in terms of like control over trimming stuff and that whole thing, like voiceover. It takes a lot of time, and you have to have the patience to kind of like scroll back and forth. Because you're working from your phone, the screen and everything. But in the end, whatchamacallit, like if you just take the time and the patience and take the time to like learn about it all, you'll be good with it. And same thing like for me now, who before I started editing on the computer, before I got this computer, I started doing stuff on the iPhone. So I started doing that, and eventually what happens is it sort of becomes like a habit where like you can easily do it as long as you put the time and effort into it. Like that's what I did for the longest. So like learning how to like transition between 60 frames per second and 24 frames and that whole thing, everything that I guess you sort of can do, or well, you can do it on computer and like using a physical camera and even more. But there's a lot of features that you would think are only accessible to editing from your computer or using a DSLR or something like that are still accessible through editing on your phone, because there are some pretty good apps out there.
That's crazy, yeah.
I think because I started editing my journey just on a computer and I never touched editing on a phone ever. I tried to have like a touchscreen laptop for like a month and tried working off that with like a tablet mode, but no, that's a no.
I mean, I struggle enough editing videos on computers that I just can't imagine doing it on a phone, because it's hard enough doing it on the computer.
By the way, the guy is the man of his word. Is it focused?
I can't see anything.
No, it didn't focus.
Oh yeah, it's
a thing.
Yeah, Jackson good followed me, which is like, thank you, Justin. I appreciate it on Instagram.
Oh wait, hold up.
This molding machine is coming together nicely.
Nice. What
Gentlemen,
else?
I may need to,
You have to go.
skedaddle
Cool.
Okay.
because it's getting kind of 1 p.m. almost. How long are you guys going for today?
I don't know. I might try to finish
Finish
this.
it?
Or if Brian's feeling the call of the outdoors, then maybe we should end it here.
Listen, I'm a professional in every sense of the word. So if you want to, I can always think of things to talk about and keep this conversation going. Whatever you want to do, man. I'm good.
I should just finish it. I don't have that much left. I think.
All right, let's go.
should,
Let's go. Bye, Mike.
let's see.
You're already kicking me out.
Yeah, you said you gotta go.
I was reconsidering. No, really, no, I have to go. Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it, everything, and love you all.
See ya.
Talk to you later.
Very much so. Talk later.
Take it easy, brother.
Bye.
I just added this little top piece here. It's like, I'm not sure what exactly that is. Something. Alyssa asked, did I see the molding machine in Billund? Yes, I have, because this is based on the one in the Lego house, so I have seen that.
Man, that'd be so cool to see one day.
Yes, of everything in the Lego house, the molding machine is not the coolest, but I have seen it.
I mean, yeah, that's true. So it is, what is today? Today is March 9th. We've got 9 days until the Snyder Cut happens. How excited is everybody except Joshua, who probably doesn't care?
I am very excited. Like, I can't wait. I heard recently that HBO Max kind of slipped up recently with whatever glitch happened. People were watching Tom and Jerry, but it started playing the Snyder Cut. Like, several people were reporting that and got to see the first 2 hours of it.
That's awesome.
So I'm like, oh, dang it. You guys are lucky. Very lucky. But it's funny because it's like, imagine the kids that are like, Mom, Dad, I want to watch Tom and Jerry. And then you just see this dark and gritty film starting to play. It's like, this is not Tom and Jerry. They gotta just deal with that. And then the dad's just like in the corner, like, shut up. We just want to watch this movie. Let us watch Snyder Cut. We're watching.
Real quick shout out to Stuart here, who's always such a consummate professional, just in the background watching, helping me out. So this little thing here feeds the granulate into the machine that is then used to make the bricks. So thank you, Stuart. You're always here for me.
Stuart, while we have you here, can you comment in Facebook? Do you like watch/listen to most of these streams most of the time? Do you hear my nonsense and you're like, oh, that Brian, I don't know about him. Like, what are you feeling in the background there? Because I know I kind of get a gist that some like Lego people watch this, but I kind of disregard it and just go off. But like, hopefully,
are you gonna start censoring yourself?
No. I'm gonna amp it up, but I just want to make sure he's listening.
Brian wants a job in Denmark and marketing.
I don't. No, I'm good. Listen, I want a job in Denmark if it means I can get what I want.
Mario consultant. That's the only job Brian's interested in.
Absolutely. You know me too well.
I think that whatever step you need to take to get your goal, Brian, I will always support you.
Listen, man. We'll see. Is that in the cards?
When we hit 10 million, when we hit 10 million Facebook followers, Brian, we're gonna send you to the Mario theme park in Japan.
Hey, thanks, man. We have a report here from Stuart. Oh, I'm listening. And get your hair cut. Stuart, you're not going to tell me what to do. I don't need corporate intervention in these live streams, okay? These curls are delectable.
I mean, are they?
Yes. Look at this. Look at this. It's amazing.
Hey, Stuart, you're not the only one who's told him that.
No, not at all. Not even close.
I mean, to be fair, so like...
Standards, he says. Well, let me reassess the standards over there in Billund, all right?
It really says a lot about the standards we have at Beyond the Brick that we let Brian show up like this every week.
Do you have pajama pants on, Brian?
I have sweatpants on, so technically, kind of.
You show up in sweatpants to this? Wow.
Yeah, of course. Of course. What were we talking about?
Kirk was leaking the Snyder Cut.
I was leaking the Snyder. No. I don't need Warner Brothers chasing me down saying that you were the guy behind this. No. If I was going to leak anything, I would leak, I don't know, the entire season of Falcon. No. I would leak Black Widow. That movie is sitting on a hard drive in California, just sitting there. Just go ahead and release it already. Like, put it on. Do like the premiere thing with Disney Plus. Like, I don't see why we're still waiting. It's
a horrible movie.
And I have nothing against that because I'm not like. Here's the thing: it's not that I'm super like pumped about this movie because I feel like it's late already. It should have been happened. That's how I feel about it. But I mean, there are people that are still looking to see it, that they're still pumped about it. It's like, okay, just go ahead and give it to us. I mean, because here's the thing, we're actually supposed to get 4 MCU movies this year because of the fact that they have all these delays. But that's not going to happen. We know that. Like, we weren't going to get like 4 or no. I think the plan was like 3 to 4. In one of the years on the slate that they had like made at first, but that's not going to happen because you can't. Black Widow, Shang-Chi, or Shang-Chi, however you pronounce it, and then Eternals, and then, well, I don't know if it's Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi, because when you hear Kevin Feige say he's like Shang-Chi, I'm like, okay, I thought it was Shang-Chi.
Sure, Shang-Chi.
However you say it, but
Eternals comes out within a 2-week time period for Spider-Man.
Yeah, so it's like that's not gonna. They're not gonna get. No. That's like 2 different Marvel movies you're gonna be having in the theater at the same time, and that's no. Something's gonna be pushed back. I would hate for it to be Spider-Man because I would really love to see that. But I mean, I feel like 3 films probably make sense, but they've gotta put like Black Widow out soon and not just keep holding on to it. Because it's like at this point everyone's gonna forget about it and it's just gonna be like, oh, Black Widow's out now, world premiere, go see this movie, and everyone's gonna be like, that's a thing? I forgot. It's just that situation. I don't know. I feel like it's been too long for them to keep doing that.
Does Black Widow have other superheroes in it, or is it basically just like her?
It's basically just like her solo film with the appearance of Red Guardian and some other people within the whole, like, I guess like her team sort of thing.
Yeah.
Cameos show up. That's the thing. There will be X, Y, and Z that show up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say Ghostbusters.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No. No, don't get me wrong. We were just talking about superhero movies. That's why I said that specifically. But no, I am.
He told me that he's not a fan anymore. He's lost.
So Ghostbusters that have saved the world twice aren't superheroes. Is that what you're?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not implying
like
that. No. I am very pumped for Ghostbusters Afterlife.
You don't want to release it early.
No, I would. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I actually. Okay, no. If it was over Black Widow, I would definitely want to release Ghostbusters Afterlife early. That I would definitely want to do.
No, they should release Afterlife in October.
Are they? When is the release date for that?
It was November.
It was November. It should.
And then it got pushed to next year, right?
Yeah. It should be in October. Like, Brian is absolutely Transformers are not superheroes.
No. Fortunately, not.
Lego Atlantis. Boy, howdy, do I have some Lego Atlantis for you.
That's a C-tier theme at best. Sorry, Unbrick Me. Thanks for your money.
I didn't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God. Let me answer this question. Henry Palavita, hopefully I didn't say the last name wrong, asks, do I have any projects in progress that I'm excited to finish? I pretty much finished this project that I'm going to be making a video on soon, which is this thing right here. I made a man cave sort of room out of Lego, so that's what I'm going to be making a video on soon. That video will be out.
Kirk, I'm not going to ask you the question that I asked you on your Instagram because that would be awkward. But I love Atlantis. Like, I even have the big dome thing and everything else. I'm really bummed that I missed out on like the gate and like the temple stuff, but I love Atlantis. It was one of my favorite sets.
I didn't have any of the Atlantis sets. I think my cousin had
like 7 when it came out.
Well, here's the thing. My cousin had 1, but then he didn't really do anything with Lego. I don't know. And it just, I asked him like a few years ago. I was like, "Do you still have that set or like any of your other Lego stuff?" He's like, "No, I threw it out." I'm like, "Oh,
what?
Okay."
Why would you throw Lego away?
Because he's into like sports and video games and stuff, and I'm the guy in the family that's like into Lego. And
you're not into sports.
I don't like sports. I dislike it with a passion. It's not my thing at all.
Like not even baseball? Like the greatest
Not
sport
even
of all
baseball.
time?
I've been to one baseball game. I think I've been So I think I've been to one basketball game, and I think I've been to one baseball game. The baseball game I went to was for the New York Yankees. I can't remember who they were playing against. It was just a thing because I lived in New Jersey. New York's right around the corner. It's like, okay, let's go to this thing, see how you like it. And basketball, I can't remember who it was. I was too young to remember, but I believe it was the Knicks.
Yeah, it was probably the Knicks. Yeah.
But that was about it.
And the 76ers were in Jersey for a while, I think.
What happened?
Will you compete with us in the inaugural Beyond the Brick Pickleball Open if we put that on at some point?
You know, I am definitely into that. Here's the thing with me in sports. It's not that I can't do it because I've had people, try to get me into doing some sort of football, doing some sort of track. Like I used to run track for some time, and it was even in the front page of my local newspaper. Like it's not that I can't do it.
Flex.
I just
humble bag. That's cool, humble bag.
but I just don't care for it. It's just not my thing. I'm like, give me some bricks. Let me put that together, and I'll show you what I can do.
That's fine. Everybody has their interests. The important thing is that you don't make disliking sports a defining part of your personality like some people do. Then it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Like I joke around about it, but there's some sports that I don't enjoy. I like hockey, I like baseball, but I'd rather be playing those two things than watching those two things. Does that make sense?
I get it. Yeah,
and I'm a fair weather fan when it comes to football because the Steelers haven't done anything worthwhile in who knows how many years.
I want to shift the topic only for a moment here to something pertaining to Lego. Somebody, Marvel Kid asked a little bit earlier, Brian, are you excited for Mario Day? And I'm like, well, they usually never reveal anything on Lego on like Mario Day, so I don't really care. But actually, on Mario Day a year ago, they announced Lego Super Mario is a thing. So we're on a 1-year anniversary of this theme being revealed. So that's just a fun little tidbit that probably no one cares about except me.
Brian, what is Mario Day?
March 10th. Because it looks like the word Mario or name Mario.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Like MAR 10 March 10th Mario.
Yeah.
It's just marketing.
It's really kind of a bummer that Lego didn't release there's top secret Hyrule Legos link sets that we all have that we can't open and talk about yet.
Yeah, I've actually had my hands on that for like 2 months, but I can't talk about it embargoed.
Even Joshua sent me a copy, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this?
Everybody.
Right? Like everybody has all these Zelda sets that we're just sitting on. The embargo is like December of 2025. I don't get it.
You know what that means, and it rhymes with Meech's Massel being revealed tomorrow. Isabel, I wake up tomorrow morning,
and you see that.
If I see a press release for a Peach's Castle, I will die. I'm dead. I'm dead.
No, he'll die and then like come back from the grave so he can build it. Because I mean that. Oh man,
I'll be dead.
Just be gone.
Yeah, there's no point. Do not.
We'll send
DNR
Kevin over to perform last rites.
Dibs on your sea cow.
Okay, sure, that's fine. Dude, imagine if it did. Oh, now Isabel, you got my unrealistic expectations going.
Yeah, imagine if that did happen.
Imagine Kirk. Oh, I'm letting my mind wander. Oh, Kirk, man.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna have to wake up on time tomorrow too. When 9 a.m. hits on social media,
Ron's just gotta have like his camera rolling just so you can have like a immediate reaction to it.
Oh my goodness!
I need a paintbrush. Sorry, what?
You got to stay alive. What about all the NFTs, Isabel? We're not converting this into NFT talk quite yet.
Hey, Joshua, why don't you ask Brian what an NFT is?
I feel like I shouldn't now.
John is into business stuff, right?
Oh man,
yes.
He's probably heard about it. We could talk about it later. We can get some Beyond the Brick NFTs going.
Okay.
It'll be good. No, so yeah, it's been a year since that's been revealed. I don't anticipate anything being announced in all seriousness. I usually don't, but then again, last year they did, so who knows?
I mean, I don't know, because we just got this new wave of Mario stuff. Like, how long ago was it? How many months? I think it was like a few months or so. So
it was January 1st.
January. Okay, yeah. So January. So not that long ago. So I'm trying to think. Well, how long after was the NES revealed? after?
That wasn't until way closer.
Okay.
So I got the Mario sets in May, or rather June. I had them in my hands June 1st. They released August 1st, and the NES was not even on the radar at that point.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen too special tomorrow. It might just be whatever, like post activities,
just
and stuff
marketing.
Like that. Yeah.
Man, I'm
Dang,
hoping
fresh
for...
cut, Kirk. There you go.
Chat
thank
has
you.
really been appreciating your haircut, Kirk.
I've been seeing the comments. Everyone's just like, nice cut, nice cut. I'm like, thank you.
Not mine. No cut for me, no sir.
Yeah,
Kirk is relatively put together at all times, though.
I am. I am told that on several occasions, a lot.
Yeah.
Good. So, Kirk, are you wearing denim jeans again today?
I am. So yes, I am in my Canadian tuxedo. I am wearing my jeans and my jean jacket. Yes, I am. I'm actually, in regards to Kevin Hinkle, I'm actually wearing his bricks in the middle pin. I might have posted this earlier. So I got this, I think this was last month or a few weeks ago. I got it. It was on his Etsy shop. I'm like, okay, I'll pick that up.
We upped our giving on Patreon to Kevin, and now I think we're at whatever level it is. And I didn't realize that he did it. That I think he sends like everything he makes to us. So we now have like a insane stack of stickers that need to find. I don't even know what half of them are because obviously you know me. I don't know what those things are. So I don't know, Brian or something. I need to have you distribute them or help me come up with a plan for what to do with all of those.
Yeah, we can do something. We'll figure it out.
You would know what to do and have a better appreciation for them.
Yeah.
Kevin thanks you guys every Friday, by the way, when he does his doodle stream. You guys are highlighted on the Patreon section.
Does he really?
Yeah,
oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and everybody always asks, why is Beyond the Brick highlighted? Because Kevin's like, because they believe in me. So I think it's cool. It's fun. It's fun talking briefly about you guys on that when Brian and I do MC stuff over there. So yeah,
cool. Yep. Shout out to Kevin. Go support him on Patreon or Twitch or wherever else he is these days.
YouTube.
All the places. Yeah, all the things. What else has been going on? Anything? Oh, sorry, Kirk. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm not sure. Oh, actually, in regards to Vidiyo, I saw they posted something. What was it? The thing that they had someone build. It was like that big contraption with like the turntables. They posted a video of that the other day.
Turntables and a microphone.
Yeah, for Vidiyo.
The YouTuber that they've collabed with in the past on different Lego projects.
I think so. I think
I
think
I didn't watch the video, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I saw the post and they were like, watch. It was like something in their story, and they were like, just swipe up to watch the full video. I was like, oh, interesting.
Sorry, Kirk, I'm going to interrupt you like a joke.
Go ahead.
Joshua, did you see that steampunk airship hit 10K on ideas?
Oh,
a lot of things are hitting 10K.
I don't think that guy ever responded to me. I never heard back. So yeah, I wasn't able to have him on the ideas stream.
That's too bad. The bill, I'm really glad that it got to 10K. Like I'm hoping, you know.
Yeah. No, that looks very cool. So that would make for an awesome set.
Do we know when the next review period closes?
I am not sure.
Because that'll be an episode we do. Probably is going through like all of them.
Well, spring. Usually they happen between spring and fall, between those intervening months. So maybe
the
somewhere
cutoff
around there.
It's probably the end of this month or soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, that should be fun to see. Go through the projects and see which ones make it. Isn't that whatchamacallit? The other Appa supposed to be in the
No. I'm talking about like the cutoff for like 10,000 supporters for this.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That would be cool if all the things, because I mean, I'd like to discuss some of it. I know there's another movie set up there that made 10,000, and that looks really cool.
Yep.
And that's a different, I don't know.
I'm just so looking forward to that Van Gogh set, and so hoping that they don't ruin it and like dumb it down, and somehow make it not as good as the original submission.
Yeah.
Well, like they're. Never mind.
They're going to change some things, but the spirit of what the set is supposed to be should still be their unique building techniques, the way that they've conveyed the colors and everything else.
Yeah.
And if we get like a Van Gogh minifig, that'll just be incredible. That's so cool.
I think it'll be built very well, and it'll have that unique building style, but it would be different if they had it just be like an art set where it's flat. Like it definitely needs dimension.
Like imagine if someone took that set, like based on the concept of how it's like 3-dimensional, builds like a sort of or they don't even have to build a frame. I mean they could, but even like have like a custom frame made for it, put that around it and just like install it in a wall. Like that would look amazing if someone did something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Great.
You could build like a Lego custom frame and put it in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make Van Gogh a flat layer of brick and then it's all stickers.
just like the like entire like art theme, just like individual round tiles, and you have to place individual stickers on each of those. That would suck so much.
People would riot so hard.
So much if they did
Well,
that.
Stuart suggests a detachable ear. That would be good.
I mean, that's the icing on the top. How else would you know it's Van Gogh?
Right.
I don't know any fun facts about Van Gogh except for that he was really sad and he cut his ear off because of a girl. So yeah.
As upset as I've ever been in my life, I haven't done that.
Yeah. No losing limbs or vital important things to your body.
Not quite.
Not yet.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Brian.
No, you're good.
All right.
Oh, what else has been going on?
I don't think there's that much left in terms of like news. I haven't seen anything.
There's the Carrot House.
Carrot House?
Yeah, it's a eligible for exceeding $60 or more from March 15th until April 5th.
Kirk is
Okay, you're failing me. I just
March 15th.
I just put these pieces on and forgot several plates. So now I have to take these tiles off and actually put it at the right height.
When was Amelia Earhart's promo supposed to end?
Probably just right before then.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I was gonna say. Otherwise, I was gonna say, gosh, dang it, I should have waited.
If you want to share my screen, I got it right here.
All right,
I can do that. Yes, there we go. There we go.
Wasn't. Oh, okay. I mean, well, that's all right. I don't know.
Cute.
About that. Yeah, it's cute, but
oh, carrot. I wish I could live in that house.
It's not a penguin, though, Brian.
That's true.
If it was a penguin, then I would have been upset. But
look at this. You got a little hideaway with a mirror and all that. That's adorable.
Yeah, that's cute.
It's very cute.
Huh.
Look, the carrots in there. It's his family. Oh my goodness. It's family.
So you said March 15th?
I thought it was March. Mini Brick said May, but I think he's lying.
Oh.
March 18th until Easter, or until Easter Monday, 5th of April. Okay. Oh, the ideas deadline is May. Gotcha.
Oh, okay,
yes. Okay.
Gotcha.
So, we'll probably do that episode then before then, but.
Mm-hmm. Will there be no Easter double VIP point period this year?
I thought I heard some kids talking about the double points was canceled for this month. I don't know anything about that.
Guys, I got to the last bag and it's the one that has this super, super awesome printed tile in it.
Ooh,
oh,
that's
nice.
So cool.
Really?
It actually has 3 of them.
Oh. That's nice. Yeah.
That's so cool. I think that's definitely my favorite piece in this set.
I mean, it is Lambo green.
Here's the there's also the Lego house tile.
Nice.
That's
nice.
Cool.
So Mini Brick said, the Lego Ideas review period is May, which we already have, I think, 40 submissions for 10,000 votes. 40, and we have 2 months to go.
Yeah.
So maybe next week we can do, that.
Maybe.
Oh boy.
Make a note of the ones that we've done, and that way when the new ones come up, we can do a follow up instead of
because that's ridiculous. That's
gonna be a nightmare.
Now I know pandemic Lego Ideas team is like, oh well, people are on the site and whatnot, but that's just ridiculous. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you deal with that. And you know what? Only 3 are going to get through, and people are going to be like, "Well, this needs to change." And then
this should have been a thing, and then it's going to be that whole fuss in the community. But yeah, that's
Mini Brick was watching 10 minutes beforehand. Wow.
Oh boy.
Not knowing how technology works. Although a Polar Express just got to 10,000, so congrats.
All right.
Mini Brick also edits all of his videos on a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I believe
He's
it.
part of that club. Yep.
I don't actually know if that's true.
No, he's more of a professional than just too good. This is fully aware. But yeah, there are a lot.
Questions from 10 minutes ago.
It's all good, man. You're good.
That's right. Joshua is building the Lego House exclusive set 40502, the brick molding machine. So is this set only available in person at the house?
Yep.
Okay. So there's no buying the set online.
That, along with the duck, are in a range of sets. And this is all from April B., who I watched build this recently on her Twitch stream, that this is a part of a series that they're going to have at the Lego house. And Stuart can correct me, obviously. But the first 2, being the treehouse and the dinosaurs, did not fall into this series. But the duck, the molding machine, and whatever comes next will be a part of the Lego house series, where they will keep probably 2 at a time on the shelf. So the duck will retire, but then this will be there along with whatever.
Correct.
Bam! Send me to Denmark, Stu.
Look at you doing the marketing there, Brian. You would think I should know.
I didn't even get the set.
Yeah, I know. You know this better than I do. I can't keep track of what's happening.
I don't know, Brian. Don't you think it'd be better if you stayed home based still? Maybe worked from Connecticut remotely or something?
I could listen. I'll take any job I can get. You know, once this whole video content creation thing washes up, I give up on my dreams, and I want to be able to provide for this currently non-existing family. Some compromise has to be made. Is it me working at Lego in Enfield, Connecticut? Maybe. Is it working in Redmond, Washington at Nintendo? Maybe. Is it working for nobody in the middle of Oklahoma? Sure. Is it going to Denmark and having an extremely high tax rate and making things for Lego and marketing their stuff? Possibilities are endless. But all I know, Jeffrey, the DMs, the emails, and the possibilities, wide open. Wide open.
Brian, my legal name isn't Jeffrey.
Jeffathos, my DMs,
It's not
wide open.
It's not Jeffathos. It's just Jeff.
Jeffykins, my DMs are wide open.
One person
Brian,
you told me that, and we did a lot more than share a hot dog. So maybe you shouldn't.
Joshua, what were you saying?
All right.
You can go to Enfield, and you and Alyssa could start the first ever Lego meme theme together and try to market that.
What makes you think I want to talk to Alyssa?
Maybe it's like the 100% overlap you two have in all of your interests that you seem to know everything about.
What I don't want to associate myself with anybody, especially Alyssa. Let's separate this. Okay, no, we're good.
Are we separating church and state? Is that what's happening?
Yes, there is no conflict or anything going on here. No conflict of interest. No nothing. Okay, entirely separate entities, and she can develop the memes over in Enfield, and I can develop my self-esteem and self-loathing over here in Massachusetts appropriately.
Alyssa, he did tell you that.
Didn't Brian tell me to go answer emails earlier? Yes, I did. And you're still here.
And you are her boss, so technically she has to listen.
Am I her boss? She's a lot more professional than me.
That's true. She is.
She's got her act way more together than I do.
Absolutely. Like, holy crap.
Thanks, Jeff. Love you too. Hey, man.
Stuart, there's a question in the chat.
Ask Stuart if you can buy the house sets in Billund Airport. Stuart Harris, welcome to the show. Congratulations, Stuart. Hey. Stu.
Man, did I really miss out on the treehouse thing from Lego Idea, from the Lego house?
Yep.
Yeah.
That sucks.
How much does that go for?
A lot.
Now? A lot.
Thanks.
I've got one for sale for $2,000 up here.
I've got
dinosaurs.
Joshua. I've got a Captain America with your name on it for 1,000.
Captain America isn't worth $20.
Captain America, this Captain America, is worth at least $1,000. If anyone's interested, feel free to slide into my DMs and we'll work out a deal.
Unfortunately, only in the Lego House store, says Stuart Harris. I have this blinding light. This is.
I've been noticing that creeping on you.
By the way, Stuart, not to publicly call you out, but I remembered from the quarantine cast of Yonder Year, you're one of the first guests to have on for the quarantine cast. You gotta pop back on sometime, man. Not to publicly pressure you, but you know.
We needed to have Stuart on early to lend some profession, an air of professionality to the stream.
This is why we have Stuart Harris on the show. We keep Alyssa off the show. Professionalism only.
So does this mean we're gonna get Carl back at one point?
What makes you think I want to talk to Carl?
Carl was a really nice person, and he was fun to hang out with.
Carl's fun to talk to.
Yeah.
I dare even say more fun to talk to than Brian, but
100%. He works on Lego sets. I work on like making mediocre gameplay videos.
No. Brian, you're good to talk to.
Yeah, that's true.
You're very, very entertaining.
Remember when people built Lego on the show? Isabel.
Isabel, I did build Lego today. I built this Dodge Charger.
I've been building this whole show. Look at this beautiful thing I've put together.
Yeah.
And you don't want me to build because if I'm building, then I'm not going to talk much. So
I gave a shout out to Marcus, the official Lego designer for the set. But Stuart puts together the prototypes for each of these kits before he hands it off to the Lego designer. So shout out to Stuart for his work on this as well. He always does a lot of early prototype work on that certainly gets the ball rolling. So good job.
Oh, I have a question for Stuart.
You can ask him when he comes back on at some point. Isn't that right, Stu?
No, I'm going to ask him right now.
Right.
So hey, Kevin, hey, Stu, when you're putting the prototype sets together, is there like the one guy at the Lego company that you're like, I don't want to put this dude's set together? Just because you know it's going to be a mess and you're just like, please, anyone but me. Like, all I want is my coffee and my crawler. I don't want to put together Steve's project today. It's just going to be horrible. Please help. Like, is there anyone like that? You don't got to name names.
Please do name names, though.
Jay Krill says Brian's built all his. Now he's selling it. If anyone's interested in anything I got, no, it's not just me selling. Like, it's so I can buy more eventually. Just I want to buy more of the things that I really love. Why is this light here?
Well, you see, Brian, our planets rotate around the sun. The sun dictates what time it is. Therefore, by the angle of the sun, and you asked.
That's how it was for me earlier during craft. And I was like, what happened?
Stuart says
initials.
Just like in the Lego sets themselves, we got like Christopher Robin in here and the Winnie the Pooh. You'll just put a little initials in inside one of the next sets, like this person. There you go.
Sure. Yeah. I'm building micro scale right now. That's what I'm doing, right? That sounds good, yeah?
The light of God shines upon Brian, the Lego Mario God. May this March 10th grant us a special Meech's Massel announcement at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let us pray.
One of these days I'm gonna log onto the LAN and see a press release posted for that, and it's gonna be something.
You may not want to show it to me because I'll die.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Or maybe you will.
Really, so deep down, want to just have it sent to me and just pop into a stream and start building and see your reaction, and then we just end the quarantine cast. We record your reaction, and then we're done.
So Brian, I got in the mail today. Just drops the box.
Listen, if you never want to associate Beyond the Brick as a brand with me ever again, that's how you do it. That is absolutely how you do it.
Oh man.
But I think I add a lot of value to this channel. So it's up to you. It's up to you.
It's a real gamble. Should I, as someone who knows nothing, build Peach's castle and know nothing about it, or should I have it sent to you?
Or you could, what would be the icing on the cake? You send it to the speed build guy, and he's the one who built it all together. And I'm literally watching my dreams be built in front of me. Like,
at least in that case, we'd hopefully get a popular video out of it, which would be better than me building it.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, we could get a popular video out of the speed build instead of you reviewing it." And I'm like, "Oh, that would have been great. That would have been great."
Brian, you can only do it if you manage to find Bob Hoskins' outfit from the Super Mario Brothers movie and do the review just as that.
Boy.
I already know how I'm gonna start the review. I already know.
I am so happy that you've thought this through. You have no idea.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully, it's not dressed as Princess Peach.
No.
That it is. I personally, here's hoping. I hope Joseph Sawada comes up dressed as Princess Peach and is just hanging out with you.
He's a bad influence on Brian.
He's a bad influence on everyone.
That's not true. Joseph Sawada is a real peach.
Okay.
Okay.
So I know exactly how I'm going to start this review, and I'm not going to put it out there to jinx it or to have some other. Not that anyone else would steal the idea.
Lesser creator like Justin rip you off.
Right. Yeah. No, he wouldn't put that much effort into it anyways. I can just maintain my idea. It's fine. Can he put on the Luigi suit again? You know, for one of those Mario videos, I gotta put on an outfit of some kind. I gotta do something.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Let's see. Is the molding machine that Joshua is building minifigure scale? Is it?
Stuart answered that question in that chat, and I think he said no. But Stuart can confirm that now. What scale it is?
The bag of figures is definitely not. That tile is not for sure. But yeah,
it doesn't seem like it would be.
All right, that looks horrible. Good.
So there's two tiles that come with this. There's the brick molding machine in the Lego house, and then there's 3 of the red brick tiles, which are so awesome.
Okay. Stuart said no, not minifigure scale.
Okay.
It is approximately 1/12 scale.
That's cool.
That's very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's the season finale. Oh yeah, the season finale of the Quarantine Cast. You know, this was actually something I was going to run by you, Joshua. Do you remember the 1-year anniversary of the Quarantine Cast, like when we started this?
It was like the first week in April, so we're coming up very close to it.
Nice.
1 year of the Quarantine Cast.
I know, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
I thought of doing something that I didn't know it was coming up that close, but I wanted to run an idea by you for a thing to commemorate this. But we shall see.
We'll see what we can do.
We're all getting tickets to go to Hawaii, and we're just gonna do.
John's flying us to Tahiti for the 24-hour stream. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle in, get excited. We're renting an entire plane. We're going from city to city. We're going
beyond
from
the World Tour.
We're going from Boston to Toronto. We're picking up Brick and Nick. We're going to Oklahoma to pick up Jeff. We're going then to Indiana to get the O'Hanlons. We're getting Mr. Wilson. Then we're hopping over to the dirty Denmark, picking up Stuart Harris himself, flying all the way back. And we're going to Tahiti, 24 hours of hotness.
No, John would never agree to that. John's not a beach person. I can never get him to just like relax on the beach. So that's not. He wouldn't do that.
He's the one flying the plane, baby. He's picking us all up coast to coast.
Well, I mean, if Dan puts us down, why don't we go to New Zealand instead of Hawaii?
True. We can just live stream from the Hobbit holes.
Right. That'd be cool.
Live from the Hobbit hole. It's your boy, Bricks O'Brien. What's going on?
We could go to the Green Dragon.
Yeah. Like, that's the intro to the 24-hour stream. It's just a close-up on the Hobbit hole. You see me pop up. Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the 24-hour live stream. My name is Brian Saviano. We have Joshua O'Hanlon over here, and you're the one riding the horse with the pipe like Gandalf. And you're like, oh, everybody, welcome. Welcome on in.
Oh, man.
And O'Hanlon appears precisely when he's supposed to every time.
That would be terrific.
As long as I can have a big flagoon of mead, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Stuart gave us the right idea to get John to agree to Tahiti beach pickleball. Then John's there. So look at you take this little yellow chest and you fill it with the red bricks here, and then people can grab them on their way out the door of the Lego house after a super fun, enjoyable day hanging out with Stuart.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Stuart, you gotta get yourself as a minifigure in here, man. You gotta get yourself one of them. One of these sets.
Why aren't you a minifigure yet? Like, what's going on here?
his corporate card.
Yes, yeah.
Employees have them, but
I mean, you know what I mean.
right. Joshua, do you have a Stuart Harris minifigure?
I do. Let me see if I'll grab it.
Yeah,
real
you
quick.
got to put him right next to it. Come on now.
Yeah.
You got to put him right on there.
We have a very interesting and thought-provoking question from Cake Cake Boom. Do you read chat?
No.
There
We
you
don't
go.
like you, people.
The one I had accessible here is I think his older one with the older style top hat.
There we go.
That's a pretty baller top hat.
So we'll let's see here. So I'll face it forward. So here's the front. So we'll just stick him right. Whoops, the base came off.
Isabel, have you convinced this Henry person that the
There we
build
go.
cam is pre-recorded? I'm reading chat. I'm just trying not to lose it right now.
No. Oh boy.
So is it done?
Yes, it's done. So there's Stuart on the front. These slide open like that. Slide back and forth. This moves.
That's actually a very nice.
These doors open, so you can see inside. This is very cool.
Yeah,
I like it. Great work, Stuart.
Which do you think was more impressive, this or the duck?
I don't know. They're so different. It's hard
Yeah.
to because this is obviously like a piece of equipment. The duck was designed as an actual toy and it's based off the wooden toy. So they're designed for very different purposes. It's
Okay,
hard to say.
I'm visiting the Lego house and I can only buy one of the two sets. Which one of them am I buying to take home?
I would say if you had to choose between, I would say the duck. If I didn't have either one and had to choose, I would say the duck. For me, but this is also heavy. I like this better having built it now than when I just first saw the images.
Yeah,
It's a pretty cool set.
Stuart says, glad you like it. Marcus did a great job converting the sketch model. There you go. And he's advocating for both to be picked up at the Lego house. If you go, you buy both.
I mean,
of
yeah,
them.
of course. If you're there, you should pick up both because otherwise you end up like Jeff and you miss out.
Yes, of course.
Thanks, man. You know what sucks? My cousin Josh does accounting and IT stuff for him over there. And he sent me a picture of his stuff that he's buying and everything else. And I was like, all right, man, here's my money. Do what you got to do. And he was like, oh, well, I can't. And I was like, what? He's like, I can't use my discount on family members. I was like, you just made that up. You just made that up. He's like, no, I can't. So, yeah, that's why I didn't get the...
No, it sounds like somebody wants to allocate his spending money for Peach's Castle when it comes out. That's what he's waiting for. His employee discount.
I guess so. I was really disappointed.
Yeah, to eBay you go.
No, to not buying I go.
Not just skipping.
Because I don't need to have it. I would just like it. There's a difference.
yeah.
This is a healthy quarantine cast, Joshua. Nice duration.
Yes, very good. Yeah, thank you for being patient with me while I finish the build, everyone. This is great. I'm very, very blessed to have been able to get all of the Lego house builds. So thank you to Lego for sending this one. And thank you to all of our supporters for helping us get to the Lego house over the years. We will continue buying them just for ourselves and no one else.
Yes, and there will be a day when the O'Hanlons are feeding the lemurs in Madagascar. They need representatives to go on their behalf, and that will be made happen.
We have sent ambassadors to Lego House on our behalf before. We sent Boone there for Fan Media Days one year. So it's not without precedent to send other people in our stead when we cannot make it.
Yeah, feed the lemurs. Go ahead. That's fine.
You send me, Kirk, and Brian, and it'll be a wonderful time.
You're gonna get the worst content you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, absolutely. Kirk's gonna be trying to steer the ship as it burns and goes down. Meanwhile, me and Brian will just be gone. We won't know where we went. It'll be great.
You'll just be hiding out, trying to stay the night in the archive.
Look, heists need to be planned.
Oh my god.
Isabel, stop trying to tell Henry that the build cam is pre-recorded, please.
The build
That went
cam
on for
is
like a solid 10 minutes, and I'm just losing it over here.
Hey, thank you, Red Brick Redemption. Our Lego Vault video got you back into collecting after 20 years, so that's cool. Thank you. Yeah, those I've said this before, but I always say it like the Vault is such a cool place to visit, and it's really generous of the people there, various Lego employees, to let us in and record those videos. So I'm glad we've had that opportunity over the years. I'm glad you were able to enjoy it.
I want to see Stuart's secret workshop he's talking about over there on Facebook.
He slipped us in there with Megan from Brickset. You guys know who that Megan is? We were walking around the Lego house together, and he slipped us in there one time to give us the down low. No, I don't think there were any photos or videos allowed though. At least
of
no
course
video.
not. Of course not.
So here's what I'm hoping, if and when we go to the designer's room, that big white room with the slide that goes down and everything else, and they keep rejected like Galaxy Squad and like other space things on a shelf, and then I'll just hand Kirk a duffel bag. I'll tell Brian to distract people.
I have no part of this.
We'll just start shoving things in, and then we'll go to the created but never used parts drawer. That's when we get the shovel and just start scooping and hand it into the duffel bag.
I don't think they're just creating tons of parts and not using them, Jeff.
No. There are parts that they've made that they don't use, like the Ice Planet 2002, like the headpieces. Those came in every color, but they didn't release them. They're sitting in a drawer.
You think they're probably in a vault somewhere?
Even so, that's why Kirk's gonna have the duffel bag. You're gonna be distracting them, and I'll be the guy doing the work. It'll be fine.
I'm just there to eat mediocre pizza at the place across the street from the Lego house.
There's a lot of places with mediocre pizza in Billings, so you've got its number of options.
Plus, we can try to steal an ATM. I heard that was successful with
that's also a comment. Brian will just be walking around Lego house with a donut like in the Justin video, and that'll be enough of a distraction.
So
I remember
Brian,
the first time I saw that, how it was so crazy. I was like, is this really what we sent him up there to do?
Better yet, Brian, you get like 10 packs of your coffee. We go to the Lego house. We lace it with a little bit of laxatives.
No. We're not lacing with anything.
We make coffee for everybody, and then they all have bathroom issues, and then we steal hard drives.
Joshua and the show.
We steal hard drives. We steal prototypes.
Joshua and the show.
No problem.
And the show.
Oh boy! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. This has been great. Again, big shout out to Stuart and everyone at Lego who had a part in this beautiful model. I'll have it in the backdrop behind me with the rest of the Lego house sets on display. I think. Let's see. I haven't built the dinos yet. That's actually the only one that I still have sealed that I need to build at some point. So then I'll have them all on display. But yes, thank you, everyone. Brian, thanks for your Winnie the Pooh review. Everyone go check that out if you haven't seen it. Brian gave his thoughts on that earlier.
Really
Kirk has a man cave video coming, I think.
Very soon.
Jeff is working on something space-related, maybe. I don't know. What are you working on, Jeff?
So the next few days, I'm going to be working on the blacksmith shop. That'll happen, and I'm going to be working on some mocks. I want to give some hints and tips on snot building and some other stuff like that. So that's
pretty cool.
Sounds good. We'll see everyone later.